Hello, hello, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Woohoo! Let's see, let's go back to the front. Back to the top. Hi, Dee. Good morning, David. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Susan. Hi, Patty. How are you? Hello, welcome in. Hi, Amby. And Sanita. Are you cooking your black-eyed peas, David? Cool. What else? Let's see. Hold on. Fix my hair. Oh, yeah, I heard about Betty White yesterday. It's really close to her birthday, too. They're going to do like a big blowout celebration. Hi, Joy. Hey, Kathy. Oh, your dad had to leave Thursday? That'd be nice, Kathy, if we all lived that long. Morning, Pastel Dreams. Hello. Hi, Kelly. Welcome in. Hi, Karen. Hi, Margaret. Oh, yeah, my neighbors did do fireworks last night. Ugh. So annoying. I'm surprised Stephen Jr. was asleep. I'm surprised he slept through it. He must have been tired. I mean, it wasn't like horrendous, but it was like very intermittently from 11 to 1. So, wasn't. Sorry, I gotta clean these glasses 1 sec. That's better. Oh, I hear you. Who else got kept up by neighbors' fireworks? Please let me know. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, health above all else, right? For 2022. Hi, Zayla. Welcome in. Hi, Marion. Good morning. People are saying hello to each other. And I'm on the bottom of the chat. Oh. After 2 a.m.? Oh, that sucks, Laura. No, it was wet here, but it was a weird, like, Scottish day yesterday. It was overcast, foggy, and like the air was made of water without it raining. If that's a good. Hi, Heidi. How are you? Welcome in. Happy New Year to everyone. You were out by 11:30. Oh, okay, Sanita. Steve didn't make it till midnight either. Happy New Year, Ashley. Welcome in. How you doing? So last night I was working and got quite a lot of progress done on my big scrap queen size blanket that I'm making for May for Christmas. I will see her in a few days. So I should have no problem finishing that. You haven't been to sleep yet, Laura? Oh, Lordy. Hello. Wide-eyed. Ambi, ours did major ones. Also, a few nights during the week, someone shot off. Oh. Why? That's awful. You were asleep at midnight. Oh, 3:30 a.m. That sucks, Heidi. Yucker. Okay. So what did we do yesterday? Let's see. We had We only had Stephen Jr. because Skylar was still at Grammys, or my mom's. And hi, Froggy, what's up? Welcome in. Happy New Year. What did I just say? So we only had Stephen Jr. So I was able to get him to bed by like 9, which is a freaking miracle. Let me tell you. Oh, yeah, sorry. I meant to say that. So Ginger is having pretty much her entire family over today, including all of her kids. So she's not going to be making it today. So that's why when I put up the what do you call it, link, I said we're going to have a panel party. By that I mean I'm going to do something that well, actually, I don't know if I've ever done this before. I'm going to put the StreamYard link up and invite people up on panel in a few minutes here once I get through a couple things. The only fireworks here were natural and stopped very soon after the New Year came. Oh, yes, Anita, thank you for reminding. Yeah, as you guys are coming in, please give me a thumbs up so that everybody knows we're here. People are saying good morning. So yeah, Ginger had been a little bit of a question mark, and then I had said, well, just let me know by Friday morning. And so I had a chat on the phone with her, and then she was like, I just can't. They're coming over. They're going to be here all day. So I was like, okay. And pretty sure her daughter's still in there from Los Angeles. So. Morning, Cindy. Yeah, that's cool, Dee. I know you do invite people up on Saturday. Let's see. So what else is going on? What was I just working on yesterday? I can't remember. Oh, I put up 2 yarn comparison / review videos the last couple days. One is pretty awesome. It's the new Crafter Square yarn. And after that review, I had to do a Crafter Square V just yarn because they were so similar. So it was 2 pretty good reviews, I think. Is that Steve? All right. Yeah, me too. I hope she has fun. Listen, folks, I'm just going to go grab my coffee, which is made upstairs. And when I come back, I will put up the StreamYard link, okay? Be right back. Hi, Carrie. I'll be right back. Got my coffee. Okay. Ooh, it's nothing like that first sip of coffee in the morning. Right, guys? All right, let's see. More. Let me post a comment. Paste. Done. Chat. D, if I press star comment, does that keep it up top? Does that keep it on the top of the comments? You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Oh, who we got?
Hey, thank you for lifting me up.
You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out.
This is fun. Oh gosh, I forget when I'm a panelist, I can't really comment, can I? But still, it doesn't matter.
It's okay. Oh, hold on.
Oops.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey, Carrie.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Kim?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, Crafty Ginger's fine. She just has all of her kids over today. It's like family time, so that's why. Yeah, I said, oh well, I have an idea. Why don't I just do a panel party today? I never do that, so this will be fun.
I love having panelists up when I do a live stream. I think it's
Mhm.
great fun. In fact, sometimes it's hard for me to run my mouth without panelists to keep me going. I mean, that might surprise people, but sometimes it is hard for me to run my mouth.
Well, especially when you're on for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Honestly, I made it to like 5 minutes under 8 hours, which is what I've been doing on my marathons.
Yeah.
So I was fine with that, and boy was I pooped at the end.
I bet you were.
But I enjoy the marathons, and actually I had some good people up with me. It was fun. Coco came up.
Oh, that's cool.
And one of my friends from the men's fiber retreat in November came up.
Oh, wait, I think I saw him when I stopped in.
Yeah, Mark, he's
Yes, I did.
And also Gary Boston, who is the one who's doing the parallel knit along, crochet along as a fundraiser for age-related causes. Yes. He was on at the beginning, which I that was by design, so that if that anyone who watches the replay, and I don't know why people would do that, but anyone who watches the replay will catch him. Anyway, enough about me.
That's cool. No, that's fun. 8 hours is a long time. When I did the egg hatching, the Octavia egg hatching, and got my squid, my little squidlet.
So cute.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was only on for 45 minutes, and I was like, geez, how do people always do an hour live? It's like, bam, done.
Some people do 12 or 24 hours. I honestly, 8 hours is the most I can manage nowadays. But then I'm old. So
all I can manage is an hour. If I've got somebody up, then I can go for 2. But
yeah.
Yeah, I think I just got used to the 3 hours that we do on Saturday. And it's like, okay, I kind of have a rhythm on how I do it. And yeah, I don't know. I was just like, oh,
but
we're done.
also, you and Ginger play off of each other so well.
Thank you. We do.
That just works, and you could go for hours and hours and hours.
Well, then there's my kids who are like, by the time, they're like, I need attention. Yeah.
Yeah. Kids are like that, aren't they? You know, when I was a kid, they were like, we were expected to be seen and not heard.
Yeah, I agree, Alice. Replays are handy for background noise. Like, sometimes I just want a long live to just listen to, you know? So yeah, I would maybe re-listen to some of that at a future point. Especially if I'm just like cleaning at the house or whatnot.
Right.
No name yet. She hasn't told me her name. The squid. Oh, Alice says, David, you're not old.
Well, often I say I was born middle-aged, and then my body caught up with me. Well, actually, my body has now overtaken me. Because I'm almost 60.
What? How's that even possible?
I just turned 59. And do you know, thinking about it, the whole year that I was 29, I was going, oh, I'm almost 30. But then when I turned 30, it was like, meh.
Yeah.
Same
No
thing
big
with
deal.
39 and 40. When I turned 50, I felt such a sense of entitlement. I'm like, I don't have to do that. I'm 50 years old.
I thought this was going to be a big one, but it wasn't.
I actually treated myself to a new or new-ish car on my 50th birthday.
Oh.
I was very impressed with my own generosity.
You almost spit your coffee.
I almost spit out my coffee on that one, David. That was hilarious.
Well, at that time, I had a corporate job and I could afford it, but nowadays, not so much. But yeah, I loved that car too. It was great. If I had just kept it, it would have been paid off.
Oh, well.
But then I traded it in, and then you know what happens.
I just wanted to come up and tell you hello, Kim and David. I'm gonna go and let you guys chit chat and listen in the background.
Oh, Carrie. Did you see this shawl that I made with some of the yarn that you sent me?
No.
It's the white wool with the sparkles in it.
Right. I
And
sent
this
him
is
2 large priority boxes of wool and what I thought might be wool because I wasn't going to use it.
Wow.
And
it's
I
and this
still
is
have a medium box
of
wool. Somebody said to pelt with it.
Felt?
Yeah, felt with it.
I've never done that before. I think who is it? Bev. What's her screen name? Bev
Dittmer
in
Knittery.
Texas. Yeah. She felts. I don't
So
know how to
beautifully.
do that.
She had a like a felt along last year where she did she did all the instructions on how to do a bag.
Oh, really? I'll have to look for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm pleased with this. I did this as a proof of concept because I'm doing another sample in fingering weight with this gorgeous yarn that I got from Daniel with a very small hook, so it's gonna take forever.
Oh.
But with this alone, I was able to complete the pattern. Okay, I'm so glad to see. I'm acting like I'm the host. I'm sorry.
It's okay, David. Your shawl's pretty. Bye, Carrie.
You.
Have a wonderful new year. Bye-bye.
You too. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Yep. Oh.
Hello. Lulu says today is her mother's birthday. And is it Sunita's birthday as well?
Yeah. She turned, what is it, 40? 40, yeah.
I remember 40. Vaguely.
Yeah, it was last year. I'm 41.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because I have friends of all different ages, and they all feel like contemporaries to me.
Mhm.
I think I think that's a good way to think about it, actually. I
Yeah.
mean, we all have different kinds of experience and different levels of experience, but what did I miss?
Marion says, "Wait till you get your Medicare card in the mail."
I can't wait. I have no coverage right now. I need a Medicare card.
I think she meant then you're old.
Well, I was
Think
saying already, I am old. I was born old. Ha!
Yeah,
Anyway,
right.
yeah. LMI.
Ambi says, "So is 34 not middle-aged?" No.
Not nowadays, no.
Mm-mm.
I remember, oh gosh, there was
Hi,
an
Lulu. Happy New Year
episode.
to you as well.
Happy New Year
Mhm.
to Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu's Treasures.
Where is Lulu?
Lulu's Treasure Trove.
I mean, geographically, where is
Oh, I'm
Lulu?
not sure. Lulu, if you're still here, where are you from? Anybody
Anyway,
else
yeah.
here? Where are you guys from? Go ahead.
Um, I mean, I know you're in Rhode Island. I'm in North Carolina. No, you're Mass?
Yeah, I grew up in Rhode Island, but now I live in Massachusetts. I have
Okay,
for the
yeah.
past 10 years,
Okay.
but I'm still wicked close. I'm only a 20-minute drive from Rhode Island, so.
I once went to visit a friend who was in Foxborough, Mass,
Oh,
and I wound up.
Patriots town here.
Sorry?
Where the Patriots stadium is.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
So I wound up. Oh, Lulu's in. Oh, look, Bev is here. Hey, we were
Hey,
talking about
Bev.
you and your channel and your felting. Anyway,
Woo!
yeah, so I wound up going to Providence on the train, and she picked me up from Providence to take me
Mhm.
back home to Foxborough.
That's cool.
So, and yeah, that was fun. I think Foxborough. Anyway, but it was, one of the southern suburbs of Boston, so it made sense
Okay.
in
I
the
mean, it's a
moment.
lot more fun to go into Providence or the airport and work any day over dealing with Boston offense.
Well, I took the train actually.
Oh
So I
yeah.
took the train to Providence from
Mhm.
I had been visiting other friends in New York, so I just took a couple of days to go up and see her, and then I came back.
Yeah.
And
No, I've done
and
the Amtrak to New York many times.
I watch some travel channels.
Mhm.
There are some long, um, um, like they're very long train trips where they
Oh
have like
yeah, those
these
sleeper trains, right?
first class cabins that look amazing.
I actually was watching randomly a couple that did a walkthrough of all the different sleeper cabins that Amtrak has.
Mhm.
It was so interesting. I'm just like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, it's not something I ever watched. I don't know why the heck it was recommended, but it was like an interesting video.
I like those travel channels. I mean, I like the ones that feature like the high-end first class cabins on like Emirates or Singapore or,
Oh yeah, well,
those
you can't
overseas
honestly. America can't hold a
airlines.
candle to the European, Asian train
And
system.
I've had apartments smaller than some of those first class seats, where you can close the door and you get like your whole on an airplane. You and there are airplanes where basically you have a studio apartment.
Oh yeah, that movie, Crazy Asians, whatever that movie was,
Okay,
is really big
yeah,
a couple
I
years
didn't
ago.
see that one. Yeah.
So basically, they're very crazy rich Asians. That's it. What?
LJ is saying, Ginger, how beardy you look.
Oh, that's funny. So they go on one of those frou-frou things, over to Asia, and it's like, holy crap, that's a plane ride? Like, there's a bed there, like a full-on bed with, like, a separate room and a
Exactly, and
plane
some
ride.
of them have showers.
I was like,
You can
"What?"
take a shower on a plane,
That's crazy. Although
and
I guess if you're flying for, like, 20 hours or whatever, that's reasonable.
it does make sense. But I would not feel comfortable doing that, but I'm so a lot of the first class and even the business class, they'll give you pajamas. I don't know that I would even feel comfortable changing into pajamas and then back into real clothes. But
Mhm.
then again, I haven't had the experience, so I don't know.
I mean, I definitely put on some slippers if they were offered for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, slippers, of course.
Let
Um,
me just say some hellos. Hi, Jonah, welcome in. Hi, Laura. Hi, Jay, how are you? That's the "How beardy you look" comment.
yeah.
I know, Amby. Maybe if I hit the lottery, yeah, Crazy Rich Asians. Yeah, that movie is actually pretty good. Uh,
Uh, it's
it's
funny.
Crafty Rich Asians.
I
No,
have
get out
serious
of here.
plans for when I win the lottery, but I never buy a ticket. So, I mean,
Mm.
it's like I have a business plan, when I have this multi-million dollar jackpot, but you sort of have to buy a ticket, don't you?
True. So for those that don't know, Ginger is spending time with family. She has all her kids home right now, which doesn't happen very often. So since that's happening, I decided to have a panel party. So I just posted again the StreamYard link. So I love you too, beautiful.
Oh,
You're
look
the
at
cutest kid.
him.
That's David.
My
Say hi, David.
goodness gracious. Hi, Stephen.
I
Oh,
love you.
gosh. I've been following you for a year probably, and how much he has grown in
Oh
that
my
year.
goodness, yeah.
Wow.
I'm 3 years old.
Yeah, you're gonna be 4 soon.
In
Wow.
March.
Yeah, good
You're
job. Your
a
birthday is in March. Good
big
job.
boy
I'm
now.
gonna be for a March.
You're correct. You are. Good job. Hi, Emily. Happy New Year to you. Yeah, he's gonna be 4 in March. That's right. I love you. Did you have a good sleep? Did the fireworks wake you up last night?
No.
There was big booms from next door.
LJ or who was it?
Hmm?
No, somebody had a comment about the pajamas on a plane. Who was it? I can't. I lost it now. I
That's
lost
okay.
the
I'm
comment,
always up for
but
pajamas.
it was about imagine if the plane crashed and they found you in the lavatory in your pajamas.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I imagine if the
LJ,
plane crashed, my least concern would be what am I wearing?
exactly, exactly. LJ had a question.
Yep.
She says that she has a okay, it was Crafty Chats. Okay. LJ had a question. She has a 4.5 millimeter hook that is just has a 7 on it rather than, the other size hooks have a letter. And I've seen that before because you have
It,
a 4 millimeter hook has a letter and a 5 millimeter hook has a letter, but 4.5 is sort of in between.
hmm. Is it a vintage hook? Because some vintage hooks have different sizing. Um, yeah, what is it?
Mommy,
Yes.
can I go watch TV?
Yeah, you can go watch TV. Go
Oh.
for it, beautiful. I love you. Oops, careful.
He is so cute.
He
That
is.
blonde hair. Wow.
He's pretty much a copy of Steve.
Is he? I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
sure I've seen a picture of your husband.
Oh. Uh I should
No,
show you.
actually,
No.
I think you
Oh,
have posted pictures, like
thank
when
you.
you were dating or something.
I should show you a picture when we first met, David.
Yeah. In fact, I think you did once, and
Yeah.
I made a somewhat inappropriate comment about it, probably
Okay.
because
Yes.
he's a bit of a looker, isn't he?
Yes. Let me just turn it off. If anybody wants to come up, I'm going to put the link on again. And I'll be back in just 1 minute. I just got to put the light on for my son. Be right back.
Erica went to Massachusetts last week and went to the Ocean State job lots. That sounds like a great resource. Cheryl Clute is in South Carolina. You know, I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, right? And Granny D is just outside of Salisbury, North Carolina. Hey, Goddess 18.
Hello. I said that would be cool.
So a number of people are commenting on 4.5 millimeter hooks. Goddess
Why,
18
Alice?
is in Maryland.
Alice,
I'm
what's
sorry,
that
what?
about? I'm Irish. What you wear when you die is always a concern. Why? Because you're going to wear it forever as a ghost?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard that.
Please
Hey,
tell me the reason.
Wynette 1964.
Oh, hey, Wynette. Welcome in. My clovers are that way, and they are new. Huh. Interesting, Lori.
LJ is writing blog content.
Oh.
Do we have a link for LJ's blog? Because I blog myself, but I don't do it as regularly as I should. I mean, that's one of my goals for the coming year is to write more.
Oh, Erica. Erica D, I went to Massachusetts last week and made it to Ocean State job lot. Anyway. Oh, so you're up near Boston.
Yeah.
That's about an hour plus for me. Hour 15 maybe, depending on traffic. Cool, Erica.
Everything depends on
traffic. Did you get any of the Lion Brand yarn? Oh, yeah. So millimeter size equals number. That's correct.
Haven't you done a shopping trip to that one job lots before?
Yeah, there's not just one job lot near me. There's two in my town.
Oh, well, there you go.
And if I drive like 10 minutes away, I can get to two more. There's a bunch near me because they're from Rhode Island. It's Ocean State job lot.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, we have similar stores here, big lots.
We have big lots, but they don't ever have yarn.
No, I've never seen yarn there.
No.
They have some interesting things, some good things at discount prices. But as with any kind of a discount store, you have to be careful with what
Big
you're
Lots
getting.
is my favorite discount place. Do you have Ollie's where you are?
There is an Ollie's, and they have discount prices on a lot of stuff, small appliances and things. Sometimes you see advertisements for Ollie's that where they list yarn, but our Ollie's is in the same strip mall as Joann's.
Oh.
So I don't know if they ever have yarn there. Wynette, the Lion Brand outlet, is that the one in
New Jersey?
Carlstadt, New Jersey. I used to work there.
It's closing. Did she state that?
I did not know that. She said that. I did not know that.
I put something up a couple days ago in my Facebook group. So right now they've taken all the retail yarn out, and it's just the closeout mill ends and stuff left, and everything is half off right now.
Really?
I guess, and it's only you have to be in person. It's not online. So I guess from what I've heard, the timeline may be total closure by February, but I guess that depends on how much stock they have, right?
Or when their lease runs out.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm bummed because I wanted to go this summer, Because I'm
I
like,
have been there
that's a bit of a
before.
drive, but still.
Yeah. Well, I used to live in Yonkers,
No, yeah, I
and
understand.
so I worked in West Caldwell, which is like 2 towns over from.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, my company had a location in Carlstadt, but I never
Oh,
worked
okay.
in that particular location. But um, when I was working in New Jersey, I had not yet picked up the hook. And at that time, my ex was already knitting. So we did go to that outlet once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it. I have
That's
to talk to
cool.
him about that. And in fact, with the 50%, I need more yarn like I need a hole in the head.
Well, he could maybe take a video for you and you have some cool content.
Good idea.
And then
Oh
you
my
could just voice over
gosh.
the video. He doesn't have to do it, you know?
Oh, I will reach out to him. I had not thought of that, but I think it's a great idea.
I think that's great. I'd love to see that. Because
Um,
I've seen videos of the outlet before, but not since this stuff has been on markdown.
mhm.
I wonder if they're going to sell any of the big, like, knit props they have there. Because they have some pretty big, like, showpieces.
That would be nice.
Mm.
I myself, I wish I had a different mannequin because
Yeah.
it's a woman's figure, but I do men's sweaters. So more than once when I have posted pictures, I said, I would say apologies for the narrow shoulders and the boobs. So,
A
what you
good
gonna
place to
do?
look for those things, Facebook Marketplace, especially this time of year, because a lot of companies' leases run out in like January
Oh yeah?
for the new year,
Oh,
or right after Christmas is when people will start clearancing to go out of business because they
that
ride
makes
the
a lot
wave
of
of
sense.
Christmas
Yeah.
and then, so like when a retail place closes, that's a really good way to get like a men's mannequin.
I'll have to look on Facebook Marketplace when we're
Mm-hmm.
done here then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see men's mannequins don't pop up as often, but women's mannequins are a little bit more frequent.
Terry Browning is here. She's in Greensboro, if I recall correctly. She's in
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina. Us Brownings stick together.
Hi, Cheryl. And
Even though she and I have never met.
good morning, Agatis. Hello. I love that name. Let's see.
Yeah, Goddess has been here for a little while.
No, I know, but I just paused the chat because we were talking.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Jenny. Welcome in. I'm just going through my welcomes of who came in. Oh, hi, Gabby. Welcome in. If it's your first time here or whatever, please, obviously everybody give us a thumbs up so you know we're here, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Yeah. And then this is David Browning.
I'm not Ginger. Well, I am Ginger, but I'm not
No,
Ginger.
you're a Ginger, but not the Ginger.
Yeah, exactly.
Ginger
In fact,
go ahead.
No, I was, I've been referred to as a ginger bear, and I have a T-shirt that's, well, very hairy man with a red hair and a beard.
That's cute.
Ginger bear, yeah. So, my ex got me a T-shirt that said "Made with real ginger."
Oh, this is exciting. Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
So,
hey, Lisa.
There.
Hi, Tim.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, this is exciting. Hold on. Hold on. Happy next day.
Next day.
I'm pretty good, and you?
Oh, Kathy is saying that we have a deficit in the thumb department.
Yes. Ooh, redhead.
So
probably
please.
because I haven't been saying thumbs a million times. Oh. Lisa, do you have me open in a browser still?
Oh, maybe. Hang on. I've never done this before.
Oh, really? Lisa, do you have me open in a browser still?
Yeah, she does.
Better?
There you go.
I don't know. Can you hear me still?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, no, but I don't hear myself, so you did it. Good job.
I don't hear the echo either. Better.
Sorry.
Much better.
Hi, Lisa. It's so nice to see you.
Yeah, I thought I'd try and get on for the first time to talk to you.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, welcome up.
I listen, and I'm always on trying and catch you guys.
I know you're very good. You're very consistent.
But I missed David's live the other day. Your marathon one, because you were on. I worked it out. It was 5 o'clock my time. In the morning.
You can always catch the replay, and my very first guest is the most important. Well, I won't say the most important one, but he's very important because we were talking about a fundraising crochet along, knit along. I need to move. Okay. There we go. I'm centered now. So the replay is always there. Crafty Chat says that she thought Ginger was doing an excellent cosplay of me.
That would be funny.
It would be. Oh my God! Can you imagine?
I don't know where she put all the hair she has.
Exactly. I know. Look at this. I have none.
Dee says she got 4 of the Knit Crate mystery bags. Did anybody else get those? Well, I shipping, sorry, right?
I'm not going to buy any more yarn. I'm not going to buy any more yarn. I'm not going to buy any more yarn.
Yeah, I'm not buying any more yarn.
Except I might buy more yarn.
Outside of the 2 skeins I bought at Dollar Tree for those comparison videos I posted the last 2 days.
Yeah.
I've been a good doobie. I haven't gotten yarn since the end of, the last time I bought yarn, bought some yarn at the Fiber Festival, but let's all say that's inevitable.
Of course it is. Oh my God. I came away from the men's fiber retreat in November with so much yarn. I swore I was not going to spend money on yarn. I think I wound up spending about $20, but I had more yarn coming away from that retreat than I had from the other retreat in September, where I spent over $100. Because
they had that cheap table, right?
Well, actually, at both of them, they had like a table where people would donate stuff and you could buy it to benefit the retreat scholarship fund.
Oh, that's lovely.
But then also there was one perfectly wonderful guy who brought bins and bins and bins of hand-dyed hanks, because he was destashing and decluttering. And so he was selling it and sharing the proceeds with the retreat scholarship fund.
Oh, that's nice.
So from him, I think I got 5 hanks of 5 different things for $17. You're lucky if you can get 1 hank of hand-dyed yarn for $17 at a local yarn shop. And then I bought one thing from the retreat table, or from the scholarship table, which was some of the Lion Brand denim. I like that variety. And I got 6 skeins in a really nice color that I haven't used before. And then I won one of the door prizes, which was 5 hanks of hand-dyed yarn from one of the nearby local yarn shops. In total, that's over 1,000 yards. I could make a sweater from that.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, so you're gonna break your? I don't make large projects out of high-end yarn.
I might do it with that. I did say that yesterday, and I usually don't.
See,
because high-end yarn is expensive.
I know. Lisa, what did you do for the new year?
We just had fireworks go off on our estate where I live. They just went off, but otherwise I stayed home trying to finish off a hat, which either one of you can. I brought millings. I think I told you. This is the one, if you can see the colour.
Yes.
Oh, I like that.
It's a very thick millen, but I find it gets very hot. Is that normal? When I
where you are.
Because that's what I was thinking, because we are in the middle of summer. But then I've got other millings that's a bit thinner, but doesn't get as hot as this one.
I'm guessing that has wool in it then.
Because you don't know whether it's got wool, because you just take that chance.
So you can find out.
Yeah, you don't always know.
Have you ever done the burn test?
No.
Google that, how to a burn test and how to do that. You can figure out if it has wool content by that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
This
not
has
sure I've
been on
heard
the
of that
go since
myself.
Wednesday.
What did you say, David?
Sorry.
No, I was saying I'm not sure I've heard of the burn test myself.
Okay, so basically, when I do it, I usually go outside just because I'm not in grace and I don't want to drop it somewhere. And you take a small piece of the fiber, and I usually use kitchen tongs to hold on to it so you're not getting
Metal
and
kitchen
you light
tongs,
it.
not plastic, I'm sure.
Yeah, metal. And you light it, and then if it doesn't burn at all, it's probably aesthetic. It can be a mix, so it'll burn a little bit and then it will like melt in on itself. If it's all wool, it's gonna go by and it's gonna smell like burnt hair.
Okay, I'm gonna try that
You
tomorrow.
can get a lot of information from that, how it looks in the smell.
That is the first time I've heard of that. I think it's very interesting.
I've done it. I love my Millen/vintage/Facebook hauls, so I've done it a couple times when I've been very uncertain of the content, especially if I'm making something for someone who has an allergy.
Yeah, this is the first time that I've knitted the hat up in this colour, but I've knitted in thinner one Christmas stockings, which have been fine, but it's only this one.
Well, you're not wearing it.
No, I'm not. It's going to be donated.
No, you're not wearing the Christmas stockings.
Oh, no. No, I just knitted up a whole heap of them for my friend, so...
I mean, unless you have a newborn or, like, a small dog, then it's just the cutest Christmas card ever. I did that for both of my kiddos. The first Christmas card they were inside a stocking.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Well, my daughter was born in mid-October, and she was 4 weeks early, so she was kind of on the small side. And then my son, funny story about my son. So at the same time that I did the pictures with my daughter, which she was about 3 weeks old, I did pictures with my son. Now, I didn't go and get bougie photos taken of my kids. My best friend come over. She used to be a semi-professional photographer. And I had the same stocking away, and I put him in the stocking, and he didn't fit. So I had to cut the back of it, and then kind of put him in it, like, for the card.
Wow.
A lot bigger than Skylar, but he was also only 9 days earlier, and he was heavier when he was born, so.
Oh, Andrea's here. Hey, Granny Square.
Oh, Amby says, I've seen yarn at Big Lots. How long ago was that? Oh, yeah, Dee, you should go check out Allie's. They have yarn, and they also have a really good selection of knit books.
Hey, Lisa, do you have a fan on?
I do have a fan on.
I don't know what that is.
Because we're in the middle of summer, David.
Yeah, it's like, how warm is it there?
Today it got, yesterday it got to 38 degrees.
What does that mean?
That's very hot in Celsius.
I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Is that better?
Yes.
That actually is better, yeah. 38 Celsius is very hot. It's in Fahrenheit. I don't know exactly, but I know that they call 20 hot. So 38 must be really hot.
Cheryl says, all about fabric in Williamson, South Carolina has yarn.
What was that? Where, Cheryl?
All about fabric in Williamston, South Carolina has yarn.
I'm not sure where Williamston, South Carolina is. I have family in Williamston, North Carolina, but it's not the same thing. Ah! But
the fabric outlet has a location, I think, and one is in West Virginia and one's right near Boston. It's weird. You walk in and then it's in the basement. So it looks like this really tiny store, but then it's this huge section of the basement. But the West Virginia store doesn't have yarn. But the one near Boston does. Like a third of the store is a high-end yarn.
Well, I mean, you all know that there's a... Kathy says that 38 degrees Celsius is 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just Googled it myself.
Holy monkeys, Lisa. That's really long. Is that the hottest it gets down there where you are?
No, it has gotten to 45 degrees.
Wow.
How is that even possible? Where
Don't
you?
know, but
I'm not.
Dumb
I'm not
question
really.
about Australia. Do you live in a desert?
no.
Why is
What
it so
part
hot?
of Australia are you in?
Melbourne.
Oh,
I've always wanted to visit Australia. Never have.
If
New
you go up
Zealand as well,
if you go up to the Northern Territory, they get hotter again.
because it's closer to the equator. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an online friend who lived in Perth.
Gets very hot there too.
Yeah, he said that people would come, tourists would come and like fall asleep on the beach and go home in body bags because of the sunstroke.
well, that's depressing.
I know. Well, that's sort of the guy he was. That's okay. But
Kelly, yes, I did see your post. What a nice haul from Joanne's. Thank you for sharing. I love it when you guys share your haul pictures on my Facebook group. It's so fun.
oh,
I don't know
Cheryl says
whether you
that
can hear it, but we've got sirens going in the background.
Yeah.
I hear a little bit of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously,
Oops.
they're coming near my place. Somewhere.
What have you done?
I haven't done nothing yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
we
they've
forget
kept going.
exactly what we've done.
No, they've kept going up.
Okay. I used to when I was working from home, I would be on like, sorry?
Oh, a couple people said, can you change the layout?
Okay,
Good morning,
yeah.
Janine.
Yeah, when I was working from home, I would be on conference calls and I would hear sirens going past and I would say, oops, my ride's here.
That's exciting. I know you listen to yourself, Lisa, but I love your accent.
I think everyone has a fun accent. Oh, I see
Yeah, it always
somebody
sounds funny.
posted. Somebody posted something that a moderator needs to take care of.
Okay, hold on. That's Dee or myself. I'm behind in the chat. Hold on. Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you.
You right?
Got it.
I don't know how to make it.
You don't know?
43 Celsius. Oh my goodness. Donine, aren't you in Saskatchewan?
The white way.
And it's
she might be talking about
low temperatures.
Because I had
minus
asked
43. Minus 43 Celsius. What would that be?
Yeek.
That'd be chilly, wouldn't it?
Yeek.
Cold. Wonderful weather to crochet. What?
Mama Geek is here. Kitty Glass.
Hey, are you not at your daughter's house? You said everybody's there.
Maybe she didn't want to go over.
I would be surprised if she wouldn't.
Because Ginger told her we were all going over there for a sleepover last week.
Oh yeah, she's a fibber.
Actually, you know, I was talking about this before. There's a Yarnspirations / Karen outlet in Washington, North Carolina, or rather a factory, and sometimes they used to have these parking lot sales. I mean, I know you know of them, Kim. So that when they do them again, we have to have like a huge event around it.
That would be so fun.
And everybody meet up. Because Washington, North Carolina, well, actually, it's easy for me to get there. It's only a couple hours drive. But it's not that hard because it's like central, you know, middle Atlantic or almost middle Atlantic.
Okay.
How close
is it to Raleigh?
Washington to Raleigh, probably an hour or two.
Okay, I've driven to Raleigh before.
Okay, yeah. I mean, from Raleigh, you would just head east on US 64, but if you're driving down from where you are, you would have an alternate route.
Okay.
But yeah, US 64, east to west from Raleigh all the way to the beach. My dad grew up in Plymouth, which is also on 64. And Williamston, North Carolina is on 64.
Mm-hmm.
So I know from 64, I guess is what I'm saying. Ah.
Hi, Liza. Welcome in.
I very rarely go on the freeways.
Mama Kitty, so Ginger said she's having a bunch of family over today. So that's why she's not here. So that's why I have some people up on the panel. Yes. Yes.
Ginger's missing out on all the fun.
I mean, for the record, I'm not Ginger. Well, I am Ginger, but I'm not Ginger.
You want to go upstairs and get some cereal? Do not step on that.
Ginger's missing out on all the fun. She'll have to catch up next time.
Oh, goodness gracious. Mama Kitty says there's snow and ice on the ground there.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's why she's staying home.
Oh.
That makes a lot of sense.
Why am I upstairs? Dad's up there.
Safety first.
Daddy can feed you. No. What do you want? Get off that. So go get a snack. You know where the snack cabinet is. What's your issue?
Dad went near the table.
Go get something and bring it down here and I'll open it.
No,
you can't.
They're gone crocheting with Lisa. She must live close to me because she's just asking about the sirens that just went past my place.
That's funny.
Because I think she's in Melbourne too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that. Excuse me.
She said the other night on your night owl live, Kim. Yes. She said she was from Melbourne.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was the other person who showed up from Australia.
Yeah, and then there was another one from Queensland.
Okay.
Because I think there was about 4 of us on your night owl last night.
Oh,
I guess that's a really good Australian time, I guess, to go live.
Yeah, midnight for you, but it was I can't think what time it was here.
Well, it's Saturday morning here, so it's probably what, Tuesday afternoon there?
Be quiet.
Right. Sunday morning at 1:07.
Oh, Gabby says they're having a lot of flooding here in Kentucky.
That does not
the tornado, good. Gabby? Yeah, right, Jenny. Don't bring the orange juice. Ugh.
Yes. Orange juice plus yarn? Ooh,
no.
No.
Were you not on?
No. Sorry?
Were you on our live Affordably Geeky the day that Stephen broke our juice container?
Apparently not.
He dropped an entire 84-ounce thing of orange juice because there's a fridge right across from me, and the bottom cracked all the way through. So 84 ounces came out in about 5 seconds. And I was on the live, and I went, bah! And got up, and it was like the look on my face was hilarious. So
I would have used
screenshot that, and I put it on Instagram. It was like, what?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. That was. I was on that lot.
I was not there then, but I would have remembered that. I've had similar experiences because I used to drink orange juice right out of the container, right out of the carton. Mm-hmm. And I would pick it up and shake it to mix all the
and you had the top open?
Sorry?
Did you have the top open one time and it went everywhere?
More than once, yeah. Once I spilled a glass of orange, I think it was actually a screwdriver, on my computer. Had to have it sent off. And actually, I think because I lived for 14 years with an Apple employee, and that's how I became a Mac head. And then, so he sent the computer off because it was still under some kind of a warranty. And basically, they had to rebuild the whole thing. So
Oh,
I got
goodness
like
gracious.
a new computer.
Bye, Sunita. Have a great day.
Bye, Sunita. I got
Bye,
like a
Sunita.
brand new computer for like less than half of what I would have paid for at retail. Just, the repair cost. But it was like all the components were new. And they were able to restore everything that was on my hard drive.
Okay.
So, I mean,
That's weird.
Just so you know, gone crocheting with Lisa. She asked if I lived near the airport. I'm actually about 15, 20 minutes away from Melbourne Airport.
Oh.
And we get the planes flying over the top every 5 minutes. Not at the moment because I think our borders are still closed with COVID.
Oh.
oh dear.
Yeah, so we do have some planes, but not as frequent as what they have been.
90% chance of participation. Mama Kitty, you coming up on the panel?
Oh, that would be fun. I would love to meet Mama Kitty.
I think she means precipitation, but she said 90% chance of participation.
I love that. Yeah. Actually, I did not know this until the other day. When you see it on like a weather report that says 90% or 60% or whatever, it doesn't mean the probability. It means that they predict that this percentage of the area will be hit with precipitation.
Interesting. I didn't know that, David. Thank you for sharing that.
I don't know if it's true, but someone said that on and if it's online, it must be true.
We don't get snow where I live, unless
Never?
you live in the mountains.
Oh.
Never, not in the suburbs.
Do the leaves change color there in the fall?
Yes.
Okay, well that's good.
Well, we're autumn, you're fall.
No, I know. Yeah.
Yeah. We have them change, but if you want snow, you've got to go like I think it's about an hour and a half drive.
Oh Lord, Laura, that sucks.
So
She lives under the approach to Seattle Airport in Seattle. Ugh. Yeah.
I would think though that it's possible to get used to that, but at the same time, it doesn't sound like fun.
Here's a fun airplane story related to that. So one of my former, actually technically it's my ex-fiance, back when I was in my 20s. That didn't work out. It was a good thing. His family, his mother and father lived over a flight path to TF Green in Warwick, which is the only Rhode Island. And we were sitting outside one time. It was the summer. It was hot. And all of a sudden, like the loudest plane noise I've ever heard, it was coming our way. And there was this massive, massive shade. Like, I was like, what the hell is that? Like, it's the biggest I've ever seen. It was Air Force One. The vice president was coming to do something in Rhode Island, which I didn't know about. And it was like the biggest. Oh my God, it was like so big. I was like, oh my God.
That might be the biggest plane that airport would normally handle.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was like, wow.
I mean, there's this new, well, it's a few years old now, but there's this new jetliner from Airbus out that airlines won't buy it because so many airports just can't handle it because it's so big.
We don't get big planes like that. We just get normal. What are they? Normal standard size ones.
Those are
I have been over and sat at the airport and had a bit of lunch and watched planes take off and come in. Just for something different.
I had a friend when I was in Connecticut who was like a total aviation geek. In fact, in his living room, he had airplane chairs rather than a sofa.
Okay.
And he had found a job that was perfect for him because he was like in finance, but he worked for he found a job that was perfect because it combined the finance and the aviation industries. And, you know, he was perfectly happy with that.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
So, but I'm like airplane seats in your living room.
Well, some people have racing car seats in their living room.
I'd be happy to have a living room of my own, honestly. No matter what was in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Andrea and Terry, who are both in North Carolina, agree that it's hard to know what to wear because the weather is so weird now.
Lori used to live in Warwick under the takeoff pattern. That's cool, Lori.
Yeah, we get like that. Someone said something before about having 4 seasons in one day. I don't know who it was. Must have been some. Yeah, we have those days too, 4 seasons in one.
Yeah, we have
But
those
then
too
that's
here.
we just say it's typical Melbourne's weather.
Deneen loves Saskatchewan because she has all 4 seasons there.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
I enjoyed living in the New York area. I didn't enjoy driving in snow, but aside from that, I enjoyed living there. I miss wearing scarves, honestly. So I said that recently, and someone thought I was boasting or gloating because I live in a mild climate now. But I miss wearing scarves. I'm wearing a sweater now, but I miss wearing scarves.
Oh, I'm going to have to say goodnight because I'm going to go to bed.
Okay, Lisa, you have a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for coming up.
Thank you for letting me talk. Come on and chat. We'll catch up with you on the next one.
Okay. Bye,
on the next one.
Have a fabulous
day. You too.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Oh.
Hello. What?
Andrea says that she and I see a lot of military aircraft coming and going from Wilmington. Honestly, I don't see much in my part of town. Because I'm probably 10 miles from the airport, and it usually goes in the other direction.
LJ says, are there any pen hold crocheters in here? If so, do you move your wrist a lot when you crochet?
Oh, you mean pencil hold?
Yeah, are you getting wrist fatigue? Is that what's going on, LJ? Deneen's in Saskatchewan, Canada, Terry.
I have watched people who do pencil hold, particularly beginners. And, you know, I've seen a lot of wrist action going on, and I was concerned, thinking that sooner or later you're going to wish that. And I've spoken before that because I was a music student, I've seen a lot of string players, and they always they work really hard to minimize any kind of wrist action when they do the bows and everything.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to do. That's what I think of when I'm working. And I think that's a good thing for anybody to keep in mind, just finding ways to minimize the wrist action.
I just posted the StreamYard link again. For those that weren't here earlier, I'm having an open panel today because Ginger is having some wonderful family time. So if anybody else would like to come on up, please click on that link. But you have to have your camera on or I'm not letting you up. Oh, you learned violin, Alice? That's cool. I played clarinet. I was in music for a very long time, 5th grade to when I graduated high school.
I played piano a lot, and then I was a voice major.
Yes.
And then I went to a small liberal arts college, and there were not that many keyboard students. So I actually benefited a lot because every semester I wound up playing for other voice students as an accompanist. I
Ah,
learned so much about repertoire, but I also learned about good teaching and bad teaching. I always thought, had things gone a little differently, that my mission in life was to be on the piano bench as a teacher or a coach, but it didn't happen that way. Oh,
Susan.
Crafty Chats is a piano teacher.
Oh, I didn't know that, Alice. That's cool. Susan said, I'm a pencil holder and no issues, and I've been crocheting for 30 years. Terry says, I'm a pencil holder and I don't move it all that much more when I try the knife grip. Oh, interesting. LJ, I tried to do a pen hold to see how it felt, but I couldn't make it work. I have very little flexibility in my wrist, though. You know, I feel like your grip on your hook is something that you kind of just naturally gravitate to when you first start learning, and then you don't change it later.
I would agree completely. Yeah. Now, I have seen people who have talked about changing from one to the other, and my first question is why? And my second question was there a benefit?
I mean, I definitely have tried to crochet the other way just for giggles to see how it felt, you know, but I'm not interested in crocheting both ways.
Oh, hey, living with my Savannah cats. I haven't seen you before, but
welcome in. You had to change to a knife hold because of allodonia? What is that?
that might have been a typo. Hey, Emma Murphy.
I have a pencil hold, but I don't have any problems, and I've been crocheting for 60 years. Wow.
I think it really is in what you become accustomed to, whether it's knife or pencil hold, and you learn to do it in a way that works.
Yep. That's funny. Where are you from, Savannah Cats? Is it your first time? Welcome in. If you guys are just coming in, please give us a thumbs up so that people know we're here. And I have an open panel today, so if you are interested in joining up here, no pressure. You can feel free to click on this link. But please have your camera on so I can know who's coming up. Oh, monkeys. What is with all these Russian people? Block. Barbara Riggle Baker from Kentucky.
Hi.
Hey there. How
Barbara.
Wow. I don't think I've ever met you in person.
In person.
Wow.
Hello.
I'm really glad to meet you. Yeah. How is your little corner of Kentucky? You were saying earlier that it's sort of rainy, right?
Yeah, very rainy here. I feel you want to put a face to who you have got the sewing machine from and everything. And since now I am accustomed to doing this by going on Lisa's lives.
Oh.
There you go. Well, I'm glad to meet you in person. It's been a long time since we've known each other online, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. It's just I'm very tech non-savvy.
That's okay too. There's a learning curve.
And I'm typically shy, so.
Oh, well, thanks for hopping, Barbara.
You can tell me I'm not.
Well, yeah, people are surprised to learn that I'm shy too, but I am.
I'm super introvert. Super.
But I just wanted to get up here and say Happy New Year to everybody and give everybody a chance to see who I am.
Oh, Laura says she wants your rain and she'll send you her snow in exchange.
I'd love to have the snow, honestly. We need it to get rid of the bugs. Yes.
Barbara, did you have the tornadoes near you?
No. They
Oh,
went
that's good.
around us and over us, but they didn't hit here.
Okay, good. I was thinking about you when I saw that on the news.
We saw, and people are still picking up litter from stuff that came from other places in their
Oh
yards.
gosh.
But
Wow.
Oh
now
gosh.
we didn't get hit by it.
That's good. I'm glad that you're safe.
Lucky you. Angela is here.
Hi, Angela.
But I will get off here now. I just wanted to give you a quick
Okay.
hi.
I'm
Happy New
so
Year.
glad to see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
LJ actually says it very well. She's an introvert to the extreme, but not shy, especially online. It's funny when there's like this glass barrier between us. I can be as bold as you've seen how bold I can be. But in person, I am rather shy. Denisha's here. Hey.
Hey, Danny, what's up? Hello, hello. It's so nice to see a couple people come up who have been in supporting in chats like over time, but I've never seen them in person. So that's really, really sweet. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Deneen says she's an extrovert but won't go live. That's funny too.
Oh, that's okay. There's a link again if anybody else would like to come join us. And I've never done an open panel like this before, so this is interesting.
Well, I hope it's been okay. I hope I haven't like taken over.
It's fine,
Because
David. I
I can
appreciate
do
it.
that sometimes.
It's okay. LJ, I'm great at typing, but talking, no. Oh, my son is having a meltdown upstairs. Yay.
I had to learn to do presentations when I was in the corporate world.
Thanks, Granny. I mean, I've like at my job, like if the teacher's not there for many, many years, I just filled in. So I'm used to talking in front of a bunch of people, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
and you know, it's very different because I also have the performing history.
mm-hmm.
When there are footlights between you and the audience or something like that, it's so much easier.
Well, you can't see everybody.
Well, I mean, it's not so much that, it's just that there's this this unspoken barrier, like what they call the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
And it really is a lot easier than just addressing. Like I used to like have to lead meetings or do presentations, and that was really a lot harder.
Yeah.
Hey, Roberta. Savannah, I'm glad you're here, and you are welcome to speak here. Well, I'm talking for Kim now, but you're welcome to speak here, and also if you ever come to any of my live streams, you're welcome to speak there as well.
Sorry. Are you okay now? I love you.
Is that still Steven?
Yeah. Well, Skyla's not here. She's doing a sleepover at my mom's at Grammy's.
Oh. So he doesn't
Unfortunately, the
have
kids
Skylar
haven't.
to bother.
No, unfortunately, the kids hadn't seen like anybody since the first week in November because of the quarantines we had. So, honestly, if you ask my daughter who her best friend is, she's gonna say Grammy. She literally will say my mom.
I think that's lovely.
She, I mean, not that she doesn't love Steven, but she watched Skylar for me when I was at work for the first 2.5 years of her life, every 5 days a week. And then we moved here and she still was coming over. I would go get her. And then when we lived in Fall River, she got an apartment like 2 blocks from us. So we'd go and walk over there on the weekend and we do walking around the block with Grammy. And so she just has a connection with her, which is really, really amazing. Steven loves her too, but yeah.
We always had, when I was growing up, we had geographical distance
Where's your
from my
blanket?
grandmother's.
I don't in the other room.
You want to go get it, and I'll put it on you, Anya?
Oh, Denisha says she wants to be her granddaughter's BFF.
You want to go sit in the other room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want me to put it on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it. I'll be back in 1 second. I'm also going to grab another coffee. Is that okay, David?
Oh,
If you'll
there's a
bring me
fire.
one, yeah.
Sorry. This doesn't work.
Oh, well,
Mommy, the
the
fire
intention is good
in
enough.
here.
In trouble. What'd you say?
I said the intention is enough.
Okay.
I like that phrase, reserved extrovert. Yeah. I mean, I've seen actually a lot about this. Extroverts gain energy from being around people, and introverts gain energy from being alone and just rejuvenating themselves on their own. And then a lot of us are somewhere in the middle. Portland, Oregon. I think I did visit there once. I think if I recall correctly, it was quite beautiful. So, as far as being an extrovert or an introvert, there is no right or wrong, but I think that there is a lot to be gained in learning about ourselves. Excuse me. Oh, I might have to take a nap. Learning about ourselves and in learning how to use that knowledge when we interact with others. Savannah has worked from home for the last 7 years. I love work. Well, I used to work from home. I would alternate working from home with going to client sites. And I never ever went to an actual office that my employer had, although they did have one. I liked it that way. I did. And then, what have I done since then? Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, LJ. Hey, Serenity. Well, yeah, Serenity intro and extro, that's where conversation has led us now, but we've been talking about everything under the sun. Gwenny Square says working from home saves your car. I had a leased car, and I think I was allowed, I don't remember how many miles the lease allowed per year, but I was way, way under that amount because the only time I ever drove was like to the grocery store, or when I was going to a client site, I would drive to the airport and back. Denny, my live was about 8 hours yesterday. That's as much as I can manage nowadays. I can't do any more. I think that was okay. And it actually turned out quite nicely. If anybody wants to catch the replay in the first half hour, my guest was Gary Boston, who is the one who is organizing a fundraising parallel crochet along, knit along using one of my patterns. So if you want to catch the replay, I would certainly appreciate that. LJ, exactly. It's a balance of being part of a team and being a lone wolf. When I worked in a corporate environment, going to an office every day, I was once or twice criticized for being a lone wolf. I was actually criticized for hoarding knowledge, not sharing things that I learned. I never saw the justice in that accusation because I don't think it was accurate. And I think potentially that said more about the accuser than it did about me. I don't know. I don't know. Now I try not to hoard knowledge. I don't have anything else to hoard, I'll tell you that. Okay, Susan, I do understand that. Yeah, oh, excuse me. Ugh. Lots of times I watch other people's lives or, recorded videos on my phone in bed. I know that they say it's very bad practice and is very bad for your sleep patterns, but I do it anyway. So if I were ever watching a live while I was in bed, on watching it on my phone, I would not go up, and I would never even consider broadcasting from my bed. Ambi says she's not around people much. Do you want to change that? And if you want to change that, how can you do that in a way that is manageable and tolerable? LJ, my workroom is chaos from a big human. Danine, usually, I sometimes do crochet in bed, but I'm usually sitting up when I do it. Hey, Mimi Cat do. Oh, Danny, someone was saying that she would go live, but usually she crochets in bed, so doesn't want to go live. Ambi does most of her videos from her bedroom.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, the things you've missed. Granny!
What did I miss?
Hey!
Sorry.
We were talking
Hi.
about being in bed.
Recording from bed.
Yeah,
Oh.
mostly
Or
about
live.
crocheting and doing lives from bed or our bedrooms.
Look what one of my subscribers, Dory, sent me.
Hold on.
The snowflake little garland.
Oh, that's cute.
I like
She
that.
made
Yeah.
that. I made one little snowflake, their ornaments, on somebody's live the other day. And I said, if anybody wants to send me one.
That's awesome.
So she sent me a whole string with the with them attached and everything.
Nice.
And
Hi,
even
Mimi.
sent the little things, the hooks to put them on. Hey,
Awesome.
everybody.
How's your New Year's, Dee?
It's been great. I cannot believe this. You know how I'm always falling asleep when you have, or, you know, I don't hang with you very long, which I hate that. And I'm sorry I missed a couple of.
Oh, no. Don't be like that. It's fine.
Or on this one. But, yeah, I stayed up till like 2 and I was a live wire. I don't know
Wow.
what that was about.
I was asleep at midnight.
Steve
After
was
I did-
asleep at
Feeling
like
great.
10 o'clock last night. He passed out on the couch, and I'm like, you want to go upstairs?
Yeah. After I did my 8 hours, I was totally wiped out.
Well, yeah.
You know,
I was gonna come back, David, but after I did my reading, well, I had you on, still running, just the volume down while I was doing recording my reading.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I think on my reading, I'm gonna see if David's still on and go back over there. But you had just cut it off. But that's okay. I totally understood that.
I think I did like 7 hours and 55 minutes.
Yeah, you were right at 8. Yeah.
So yeah,
That's all right.
and that's normally what I go for. I can't.
Hey, an hour is about. Well, here lately, since my kids redid my lovely little what we're calling now the yarn castle because of the stone wall back there.
That's cool.
And I've got this nice chair, old timey wingback chair, and I've got a lovely desk here and an ottoman. So if it weren't for nature calling, I'm be good for. But somebody's always coming on. Or usually right after me. So that's okay.
When I do the marathons, sometimes I do have to step away for a moment.
Well, that's understandable.
And yeah, it's okay.
But you usually have folks on your panel who can, like I was doing trivia with folks while you did one little call yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. And for 8 hours, I think I only had to leave the room twice, which is unusual for me. Because I honestly drink a lot of liquids. Yeah.
Just because the kids once, and then I usually need to get a coffee refill.
Hey,
Hugs, Mimi, and everybody that I've missed.
Hi. If you're coming in, give us a thumbs up, please.
Happy 2022 to everybody.
Wow.
And
how are we doing for thumbs here?
Let's see. I can't see.
Always remember to thumb your hostess.
David thumbs us when he first comes in.
I try to remember always.
I do too. If
Savannah
I don't,
Katz,
I'll
what's the best stitch for Bernat blanket?
It depends upon what you want to make.
Yeah, what do you want to make? Good question, David.
Probably a blanket, maybe.
Yeah, but you could make big like stuffed creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
Hi, Daphne. I know I can't believe it's 2022 either.
Exactly.
Wayne says 50 thumbs to 72 in the room. So we can do better.
About that. Yeah.
Let's catch up.
I haven't used that particular yarn.
A blanket.
I usually don't use yarn that of that weight, but I would think you could do a blanket or any kind of. There are so many different ways to do blankets, either simple or complex. With a yarn of that weight, you would want a heavyweight hook too.
And it depends on, is it variegated? If you have a variegated or striped yarn, usually you want to do a simple stitch or it gets lost in the sauce.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, there are some patterns out there that are adaptable to any different weight of yarn.
That's a good idea.
Steering wheel covers. Wow.
You know,
I
I've
like
made
that
a
idea.
steering wheel cover before, but after a while it stretched out and it was not good. So I had to cut
Yeah,
it
I
off.
can
But
see
it
that
worked for a while.
happening. What kind of yarn did you use for it, Granny?
I think it was just like a Red Heart type,
Okay.
you know, like Super Saver or something.
Kim, what kind of yarn would you say would resist stretching like that?
Cotton, maybe?
Cotton yarn or a cotton acrylic blend.
Jenny says that Bernat blanket is great for slipper sock booties.
Yeah, I could see that.
Daphne, I usually use double crochet or half double crochet with that yarn. But again, it depends what you're making.
Daphne, that's a great picture of you.
Yeah, it is. I'm not a fan of blanket yarn. I find it too wormy. I haven't used it that often. I just would rather reach for other things, you know?
That's how velvet yarn is for me. I love it. It's pretty. But it's better for me to knit with it than to crochet with it.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of heavyweight yarn or textured yarn or
I
even
love lace
yarn.
weight and number ones. And is that crazy because it takes me for 10 years because I start everything?
I'm learning to appreciate fingering weight because I've shown before this shawl that I'm working on with some fingering weight yarn that came from Daniel, and it's really, really beautiful. But
I got
golly,
several
it's
of his
taken
pride.
forever.
You're welcome, Daphne.
Denny says my shawl is beautiful. Which one do you mean? I have like 4011 shawls.
4011.
Do you mean the one that I was showing earlier?
So I'm commenting because I think she's way behind. Because she won't hear what we're saying if she's behind.
Yeah, well, somebody needs to type and tell her to.
I got it.
Oh,
who is that?
You just said that, I bet, huh?
Sophia, welcome in. Sophia makes large animals with blanket yarn. They are so soft. That's cool. Oh, so Savannah wanted to try an Ogo. Oh, that's a no-go for me. I don't enjoy those novelty packaging things that yarn companies do.
It's totally a packaging gimmick, and you hardly hear about it now. And
like the bobbin yarn, I love the yarn, but the bobbin concept was so stupid, I thought.
I hated it
and
because
Ogo.
like 10 varieties took up like an entire end cap at Michael's. It's like I want more varieties of yarn versus something that takes up.
And it's been there, and it's
crazy.
expensive.
Yeah.
I had some Ogo yarn. I don't have any complaint about the yarn itself, but I think it was overpriced, and I think the packaging is
gimmicky.
Doesn't really help. I mean, and honestly, I was showing this yesterday. Hold on a second.
It was supposed to be all about no tangles. Well, I don't usually have trouble with tangles.
So this was going to be a scarf with one of those Ogo donut things, but because I made it wide, like my cables, I love doing cables.
I love the colors in that one.
But because it was wide, it wasn't very long. Not that size matters. So I turned it into a cowl. Oops, sorry. I turned it into a cowl.
Cool.
And so yesterday when I was on my live stream, I was telling people that the first super chat over $10 gets the cowl. How many super chats do you think I got?
I guess none, because you're still. Well, you probably got some, but maybe not up
I got one, but it was not over $10.
Yeah.
And
definitely worth that.
Daddy has to pay postage.
Yeah.
at the same time, I do appreciate everybody who does give me super chats, and people send me lovely cards and
Oh, no.
gifts, and
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
I
And
kind of wish I would have done the Patreon instead of channel membership, but
Oh,
people, what?
what?
I want to talk about that. Go ahead, Dee.
YT just makes it so easy for us to do the channel membership, and people like it because it shows up and they can write a little message and all that stuff. So
It's one-stop shopping.
But such a large percentage of it doesn't go to us. So
Yeah.
go ahead, Kim.
Oh, I was gonna say, next Saturday, Ginger and I are both gonna be talking about Patreon, because this week I'm gonna be launching my Patreon, and she is setting hers up as well. So that's like a big
set
goal
one
of
up,
mine.
but then I never did anything with it.
I'm actually phasing mine out.
I know you said that on another chat.
I was probably yesterday, in fact, but largely it's because it's the bandwidth. Because if you have the YouTube membership and the Patreon, and you're trying to offer parallel benefits, that takes a bit of bandwidth. That takes some time and attention. And then, honestly, I was not seeing a return on investment. Whereas with a YouTube membership, basically all I have to do is, if I have a Google AdSense ID, give them that. And, even though they take a huge chunk out of it, it takes less effort.
I love you, Wendy Wisa. She says, I
Thanks,
look
Savannah
younger.
Cat. Thank you for the super chat.
Yay, Savannah.
Yay.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, Miriam.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Oh, Lynette,
Oh, that's
you can't
nice.
send me a super chat from this live, but if you want to email me, if you actually do want the cowl, email me and we'll be good.
Wendy says, "D, you look younger every time I see you."
I know. I said, thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's makeup. It's smoke and mirrors.
Well, Granny D is beautiful
But I'll
every
take
time I see her.
Oh, thank you, David.
Yes, Wendy, and she's doing one with super like jumbo yarn. Huge.
She's the one that's got that makes those huge humongous hooks with the 3D printer, right?
Yep. Hold on.
I don't understand 3D printers, really.
This one.
It's like magic to me. Yeah.
This is one of hers.
I mean, there's so much in modern life that is like magic that I don't understand.
And what is it made out of? Like an acrylic or resin kind of?
It's made out of the 3D printing coils. This is a size 14 millimeter.
But what is that made of? The coil?
I'm assuming it's a kind of plastic. It's not resin. Okay. But she doesn't run the 3D printing. Her husband does.
Yeah.
So if you follow on Instagram, follow the captain, is her husband. And he does all the 3D printing stuff. He runs the machines and does the coding and all that jazz.
I bet that can run into those things. Probably are pretty expensive. Or buying the 3D printer.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes she has oopsie hooks she puts on Etsy. Like there's something a little bit wrong with it. So this was an oopsie hook. It had a little rough spot up here, but it doesn't affect me crocheting.
Right.
It's like
Kathy had a good explanation for 3D printers. She said it's like the Jetsons or Star Trek, replicators.
Yeah.
Oh, your biggest hook is 10 millimeters, Savannah? Oh, I have lots of hooks bigger than that.
I
I've got
have
like a size 50 in knitting needle and maybe a 75
I have one of
size,
those.
not millimeter. Yep. That's the
My
one.
I don't think I have a 35, but my friend gave me a set that was a 15, a 20, and a 25 millimeter in
So,
teak like that. And so I posted a picture on Instagram, and then I had to say, this is a family friendly channel. Don't say anything rude.
right? This when they
Those
redid
make great.
go ahead.
I was just going to say those big things like that, like the big, humongous yarns, make kind of cool looking props to sit around.
The when Michaels redid their accessory wall, what was that, like 6 months ago or something? I got this for $5.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What's the normal price?
I think it was 20 originally.
Oh my goodness.
I think so. I think it was like 75% off. But yeah, I was like, okay, I may never actually crochet with this, but it looks cool on my shelf.
I once, as I say, I don't use heavyweight yarns that often, but I once did something with like a 7-weight yarn, and for that I think I used my 20 millimeter hook.
Right, Reed. I know a lot of people used to do that broomstick lace when I was going to the senior center.
I don't have the patience for that.
A popular thing. Yeah, I didn't.
It's too fiddly.
I saw, I think it was Bonnie Bay who did a demonstration of broomstick, but I'm thinking for the size of the projects I do, I would need a pretty long broomstick.
It's pretty, but it's just not something I would probably get into.
Exactly, and I can achieve the effect in other ways. I mean, I did something in Double Trouble Crochets that was that kind of lacy effect, and I've done things in well, other kinds of stitches that
Did you see?
Sorry?
Sorry, David. Did you see? I said, me over here drowning in this yarn. This is just a wee bit of it, y'all. Just a wee bit. And I've got Knit Crate for years, and most of it's up here. And I bought, after watching Crystal,
no,
4 of the Knit Crate mystery packs.
Oh
Dee,
my
did you get a further discount as a member?
You know, I don't remember.
Did you use the 20% off coupon?
I didn't I got 2 the first time, and I jumped the gun because, you know, when Crystal has something, they're immediately gone. So
they were
I didn't
still up
see
last night.
I know. They must have a gazillion of those things.
I think that is a total reason that's happening because so many people dumped Knit Crate or paused it. I think they just have a surplus of yarn and they're swimming in it.
Yeah, they really went through a rough patch, and I felt for them, but at the same time, there was, oh my gosh, I don't know what you thought. Well, you're not a member now.
I got rid of them, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I just couldn't deal with the hassles anymore.
Yeah.
It was coming late. It was
late, and then they went up on the price, and then the extras were laughable for the extra. And
I mean, I was saying just yesterday, I think that I've never done a yarn subscription because they all look. It's not enough yarn for my projects, and there's not enough control over what you get.
Hey, Reg.
And it's expensive.
Hey, Reg.
Yeah, I'm not Ginger. I am Ginger, but I'm not Ginger, the yarn geek. So it's sort of weird, isn't it?
For those just coming in, please give me some thumbs so people know we're here. And
Thumbs
Ginger
are
is
good.
having a full-on family day today. She has, I think, all her kids home, which doesn't happen often. So she's just doing family time today. That's why I said, I'll have a panel party. I've never done that before. So
Denny said, Denny's always going, Dee, when I buy yarn. And she said, of course, she has said this before. What did she say? Dee, it's 2022. No yarn harassment from me. And she's like,
Nancy just woke up.
hey, Nancy,
and
welcome in. There's the link if
Hey.
anybody wants to come up for even if it's just a few minutes.
Reggie says it's cloudy and boring there. We've been talking a little bit about weather.
Reggie, did your brother go home already? I really enjoyed seeing your pictures.
Oh, I gotta see that. I missed that.
I missed those pictures.
She did a live with her brother too. That's really cute.
Oh, lovely. I missed
Wendy
that.
asked me a question. Am I going to do a challenge this year? You know what? If I do, guess what it'll be?
Moss stitch? Can I enter my diagonal moss stitch sweater in your challenge then?
Well, as long as you do a new one when I do it, if I do it.
I will tell you that I did it new.
Go ahead.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, Ambi, what's your question, honey? So that makes me think of something. I signed up for one of those live workshop thingies that they say is free the weekend of, and then you have to pay to get the videos later. But this one's interesting because it's like 45 or 46 different crochet stitches. So the videos are short. And there's a lot of stitches on that list that I have not exposed to before. So I think it's next weekend. I'll post a link to that in my group, but it looks pretty interesting. And they're not that long, the tutorials. So I'm like, oh, that's fun. Check out some of those.
Pam, the crochetpreneur, had a workshop, and I paid for that.
Oh, you did?
And I have not yet viewed a single video from it.
So I watched a bunch of those the weekend that they had it.
Yeah.
And then she is such a spammer.
Oh, really?
God, her emails just don't stop. So I had to
I get tons of emails from her too.
I had to unsubscribe. I was like, all right, lady, enough, But there was a few that were very, very informative, but I didn't need to have all of them. And plus, I'll just do my best to watch what I can on the freebies,
Exactly. So, I want to. It's been a while actually since the one that I paid for came and went, and I hope I can still get access to all those videos.
I have that one.
Well, that was what they said. Let's hope it's true.
Well, she's still sending out a buttload of emails, so I'm guessing that she's still active.
Yeah. Reggie agrees she had to unsubscribe too.
Yeah,
I've just learned to ignore a lot of things because I get so much junk email. Hey, Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Hello, Amber.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is the very first time for me. Oh my God.
She's a virgin.
I can't believe it.
Oh, Amber, I thought I was going to pop your cherry when we had our own thing.
Do you two need a moment alone?
No, because I knew she hadn't been live before, and I've been chatting with Amber about coming and joining us on Affordably Geeky one day as a featured maker. So I did chat with her. I don't know if you're free the third Saturday in January.
I'm pretty much free every Saturday, to be fair.
Okay. So if you want to jot that day down, that could be your day thing.
Except for live hopping. Starts with Affordably Geeky, and then it's one right after another.
Exactly.
And I'm in that mix too.
Ambi says she started a blog several years ago, and basically only did a few posts and asks whether to go back to it. Well, I would say that's up to you. What do you want to achieve by going back to it?
Yeah.
Hello, Marsh, who is Regina.
Hello, Marsh. How are you? What are you up to today, Amber?
To be fair, I just woke up about 30 minutes ago, so I still have a little bit of sleep in my eye. I brushed my teeth, but then that's it. That's all I've done.
Of course. You gotta do
You
that.
look lovely nonetheless.
Oh,
I did brush my hair.
That's okay. Savannah says, I want to learn to knit, but it seems so complex. Deferring to Granny D.
I'm knitting.
Honestly,
Cowl to go with my
for me,
crochet.
knitting is a mystery, and I'm okay leaving it that way because there's more to learn about crochet.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I might
love
do it
knitting,
someday.
but just like crochet, I don't really. I'm just happy doing simple stuff.
Yeah, I hear
Hi,
you.
Janine.
Oh, Samantha, and those other people just coming in. Ginger has all of her kids, which doesn't happen very often. Like never now, since they're getting older. So she's spending some family time today. So I was like, well, I'll have a panel party. I've never done that before, so this is where we are.
And here we are.
Savannah, I do have in my playlist some very, very beginner. Not the best because I have a janky setup for tutorials, but you might be able to get something from it.
I don't know. Mine's pretty low end. You want to see something funny? So I have this lamp, this like little LED lamp that sits over here on the side of me. I do my tutorials. And
I got a whole bunch of those or ones like that at the Dollar Tree. I'll load it up. I still have a whole bunch I was going to send folks. What's that?
Is my tutorial service.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
It's the top of a Sterilite bin.
Oh,
my God.
I couldn't tell what it was.
It's just perfectly like it wedges in between the two arms of my chair.
For me, it's the top of a TV table.
But see, I have to use my iPhone and use a clamp and just, face my iPhone down and then
I have on my
look through the phone, and half the time I was out of the field of vision or right on the edge. And
I'm getting better at that. I've only done 6 tutorials, so I'm still a noob with that.
Well, yeah, so am I pretty much.
Do a tutorial
with
for Amber.
Tutorials. I do want to do more tutorials in the coming year. That's one of my goals. I have seen there are holders for if you use like your iPhone to or your smartphone for recording. Reggie!
Hi, Reggie!
Yay! Yeah.
Happy New Year!
Friend.
Happy New Year!
Happy 2022!
Yay!
So anyway, I have seen there are like if you use your smartphone for recording, I've seen that there are like these holders that you could either have around your neck or even hold in your mouth.
No.
I would like to find one of those actually.
What would that be used for?
If you're doing tutorials, if you're like, because then you would be able to actually see what you're doing.
Why would you hold it in your mouth? That's the most ridiculous idea ever. How would I drink wine?
Well,
Reggie for sure.
Kim, how much time away from the wine glass do you actually need? Or perhaps my question is, how much time away from the wine glass can you tolerate?
So, Reggie, I was at Dollar Tree yesterday and I thought of you.
Okay.
I'm here for the booze.
Ooh!
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a transfer sticker you put on a glass.
Oh, I think that's cute. I want one of those.
I'm here for the booze.
Oh, Reggie, I was just saying yesterday how much I love your channel, but I have not seen enough of your videos because there is such a wealth of knowledge there, and
Mhm.
I have not had the chance to look at everything.
I'm very glad that everyone finds it so useful and informative. I gotta say that every time I do one, I'm like, nobody's gonna watch that. And then everyone's like, oh, Reggie had a video about that.
I think we all
It's
have
really,
that
it's
experience where
like
we think, "Oh, what
imposter
can I
syndrome.
possibly?" Exactly, that's exactly it. What can I
Mhm.
possibly contribute? I mean, my very first
Hi,
yarn
Petra.
video, the
Hi,
theme
Petra.
was, "Does the world need another crochet channel?"
Yes. I'm sorry.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Because we're all so different.
Hey,
The answer
Petra.
is why not? Why
Mhm.
not?
Right.
Hi, Marianne.
Oh,
Hey Petra, Kim,
okay. Jenny
did you
identifies with
happen to
something
get
I
my
said, but I don't
card?
know what it was.
You know what? Last year you sent me a card and it didn't get here till February.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
So I'm
Wow.
going back to my box on
I'm so happy,
Monday.
Terry.
It's funny though. Reggie sent me something in the mail last year. I don't remember exactly when, but it came very quickly. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
exactly. It came to you very quick.
Yeah.
So I went last week on Friday and it wasn't there yet.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I didn't go this week because I've had obviously lots of things to do. This is like the weirdest week of the year.
Yeah.
I almost feel like
Makes
it's a
sense.
week at a time. It's like the weirdest
I
time feeling between Christmas and New Year's. But I'll be
Yeah,
going back Monday.
Hi, Cynthia.
Petra, I saw your video. I didn't comment yet, but I did watch it, the one with all the cards. I
Oh,
was watching it. I was watching it while doing stuff, so I did. That happens to me a lot, by the way. Like
it
I
looks
will
like
put someone's
they're
video on and do something, and then the video will end, and some other video will start, and I will like
mhm.
forget to go back and comment.
exactly, and then the next minute you're going, "What the heck is this?" But
Yeah.
yeah, and looks like a number of new people have joined us too.
Oh, hello. Welcome in.
Got to turn my lights on.
Give it
Thumbs up.
But what was I going to say? Oh, just last week I sent off a scarf to a friend of mine who is an opera singer working in Germany.
Ooh.
God only knows when it's going to
Oh
arrive.
wow.
But you know that's a thing that I do because from my past I do have a few high profile acquaintances and
Mhm.
friends. So I hope that
You know, I
I get a little
was
bit of exposure there.
I was just reading an article about item placement. Do
Mhm.
you know
Mhm.
that? Like to get your stuff made. Oh, Debbie, that's wonderful. I'm so happy you got it. That to get your like creations featured in like TV or
Ooh.
movies or stuff like that. So it was really interesting. They spoke to a few creators who had their stuff featured in things, and
Mhm.
each of them told their story about how they came to be featured in different
I think that's
stuff.
great. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
super.
But
There's
I
a lot of Canadian a lot of Canadian creators are being featured in Hallmark stuff. It's really cool. Like
Oh.
I had no idea. Well, we don't get Hallmark here. So
uh,
like, I have no idea. I
believe
only
me
want
when I
like
tell you you're not the worse off for it.
some of the Hallmark series are also on Netflix. So some of them like I know, but I don't know the Hallmark channel. But apparently there's like a lot of crochet on there in
Now,
different series.
if I understand correctly, a lot of those people who do the product placement, they do a lot of either knitting or crocheting for production, as opposed to just doing design. So I think there might be a conflict there, but I have another little feather in my cap, if I may. I I've been talking about encouraging people to make dog sweaters
Right.
and blankets and send off to pet rescue organizations. A very high-profile pet rescue or channel called Vet Ranch. On their Patreon, they showed a picture of the sweaters that I sent them just last week. They arrived very quickly.
Wow.
But and they might have, I'm hoping they will have an actual video, and when that happens, of course, I'll feature that on my channel.
Oh,
that's
congratulations,
cool.
David. That's awesome.
I love doing that sort of thing. I love, well, of course, I love attention. Hands up, everyone who is surprised about that. But
you no.
Yeah. Exactly.
By the way, like Debbie was saying that she loves the Hallmark movies, and they do have a lot of knit and crochet in them. And that reminded me, there is a new movie on Netflix called Don't Look Up.
Oh, really?
And Jennifer Lawrence is wearing crochet and knit through the entire movie. And she has like a really cool collection of sweaters. And it's fine, like it's a comedy movie. There are a lot of good actors in there, by the way. It's like a black humor comedy. It has Jennifer Lawrence,
That's about the
Leonardo
asteroid
DiCaprio.
or whatever, right?
What?
It's an asteroid or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Meryl Streep plays the president of the United States. It's like
I think you mean to say Streep, not Strip.
Meryl Streep.
Streep.
You guys pronounce it Americanly so it doesn't sound naughty.
Well, anything that comes out of my mouth is going to sound naughty anyway.
I have the same problem, so like, why not say Meryl Streep anyway? If you might as well.
There's another one on Netflix called, I think it's called Castle for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, that one. They have a knitting group there in that movie,
and they have yarn bombing scene too, where they explain what yarn bombing is. Like very awkwardly in the dialogue, like yarn bombing is when you blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's like someone took it out of Wikipedia or something.
Although I did watch it and think, Reg had a crochet group at a bar. I mean, that would be totally in your wheelhouse because they have their knitting club is in a bar.
That would be so much fun. Gosh, I should look into that.
Delphine, welcome in.
Oh my gosh. I just had a brainstorm.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, it might look disconcerting because it doesn't happen often, but I did have a brainstorm. So
Sophiana got a whole lamb piece. Ooh, to take from fleece to wool. Oh, that's adventurous. I don't know if I could do that. That's awesome. Hey, Reggie, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I just mentioned we were both talking about Pam. Oh, you mentioned, did you hear when I said the Stitch conference is coming up next weekend?
The Stitch conference? That what?
So we talked about Pam and her endless emails, and you made a comment.
Oh, yeah, Crochetpreneur.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you just weren't here when I said the first part. So I was looking for emails the other day, and they're having a crochet stitch conference next weekend. So it's like 45 different stitch tutorials, and it's one of those things where like it's free for the weekend and then you buy it. Yeah. But it's free next week, and there were some pretty interesting ones I've never seen before.
I've got
Stitch tutorials?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's called a Stitch conference, I believe.
Okay. She's really getting into the whole online crochet conference thing, huh? Like,
no, that's not really. I just was like, oh, well, that's interesting, and they don't take a lot.
No, not you. She is Pam.
Oh,
she's like having them all the time.
She made a whole lot of money off the left. I don't know.
I bet she did. I just got annoyed. But yeah,
I can certainly understand
my personal opinion. The thing is, there is so much like so many of that knowledge already like on YouTube, blogs, books, I don't know, and then like doing something like that and then saying let's make a whole bunch of money out of it. Like people can look for for like crochet stitches, you can like look for crochet stitches tutorials and watch them for free, right?
No,
but
I
saying
don't pay
let's do
for
it
it. I
all
just
in
watch,
1 week.
I just watch them for free when they're available, and then that's the end of
Yeah.
it.
So I had the problem with the conference that she had that one.
Mhm.
So she sold like unlimited access so that you can watch the videos whenever you want, or free if you watch them while they take place.
Yeah.
Which I felt was a little unfair to us internationals.
Oh, good point. Well, no, they're
Because
available for 48 hours.
yeah, but I was like, most of these are in times that I cannot watch. So if
Oh.
I like, for me, if I wanted to like really watch each of, because there were a few that were very interesting topics, and I actually did happen to catch them live, or like I tried to set my schedule to catch them live. But I felt like it was really unfair if I was living a little more to the east, let's say this way, then I wouldn't be able to watch any of them.
Ah,
Right.
Yeah.
And so okay, I understand that maybe I'm not her audience. I don't know, maybe like maybe it wasn't her target audience in general, or maybe she didn't mean for it to be like an international kind of thing. But I feel like when you market something in the crochet community, you have to, and I say that so often to other YouTubers, like you have to take into consideration that when you are on YouTube, your audience is not just your country.
Oh,
unless you like you make it, I don't know, unless your channel is in Swedish, and then only people who talk it can understand. Yeah. But if you have a channel on YouTube and you speak English, you have to consider that you're gonna have audience from everywhere around the world. So you cannot only talk about things that concern people who live in the, well, you can, but you will very much limit your audience.
Thursday on Crafty Night Owls, I had 4 folks from Australia, which was like,
yeah, that's your time.
That's
You're
cool.
the time frame. That's why I really like your Night Owls time frame, because it's
thank
like
you.
That
It's
is
my
great,
morning.
Kim.
It's
That
like,
was a great idea to be
it's
able
nice
to
to
get
see
to
and
those
interact with
people.
that always watch us on replay.
Yeah.
To interact with them live, it's really cool. Like I just, it's such a fun. I definitely think it was a good idea. Like it's a different group of people, but it's super fun.
Because you have a lot of subscribers that are there, they watch the videos and everything, but they're not like on the lives themselves.
Able
They're not
to
there because at the
participate.
times.
Yes.
And then suddenly we go live in a different time. Like when I did with my brother, it was totally unplanned. And then we said, oh, come on, let's do this as a live instead of recording the video. And suddenly there were like people from like people who are subscribers, but I've never actually interacted with them live before, because they never get there the times that it's fun. It's fun when you have like a variety of times. It's fun when you can go live in a variety of times.
I mean,
it's so hard to find a place to fit in, so that time doing it late at night, if I could stay awake, I'd be doing it too.
Yeah, I don't want to insult anyone. I know a lot of people get insulted when I say that, but you should really not consider other people when you decide your timeline.
Yeah, people sometimes are
you will step
oversensitive.
on someone's toes no matter what you do, so you might as well just not try to not.
Like
yeah, I was too worried about that in the beginning when I first said, but I do 5 lives a week. I got a little carried away.
And I think I was advised very early on that you know, you cannot find a time that doesn't conflict with someone else. So just do what you're going to do.
Yeah, the time that I picked is probably the worst time, because it's when a lot of 5 Eastern. If you're at that time, you know, you're maybe just coming home from work, you got to get supper, or it's earlier if you're, you know, whatever. It's not a great time for a lot of folks.
Donine had a question about a temperature blanket.
Yes.
Going to make a temperature blanket. Need to find a nice stitch. Ooh.
Well, my first question is, what weight yarn are you going to use, and how big do you want the item to be?
That is exactly
That's exactly where I would have started too. Yeah.
Depends on what you're going to, because I mean, I personally think that something like any stitch that is a simple stitch because you're
Absolutely.
like the point of the blanket is the colors. So don't choose a complicated stitch.
And
And
don't
it,
choose one that's really big because it's going to get massive.
Right. The
and
blanket is going to get massive.
on top of that, I would ask, what are your gradations going to be? Is it going to be daily, weekly, monthly?
Good point.
Yeah.
4-weight twin size, she says.
No, I did not, Marianne.
If you're doing daily, then I mean you need to consider you know in advance the amount of rows you're gonna have, right? So
Right.
so you just need to like try to do your stitch in like a small swatch and see how big is a row, like how many centimeters you get.
And
I mean,
you
as
know,
a
as
think of a
also,
temperature blanket, you could do one that starts in the center and work your way out, and each round could be a day.
Yes.
Oh, that would be cool.
But that would be a real pain when you get to the end of the year and every day is.
I understand,
and
but
it
it would be
feels
different.
that way at the end of the year anyway. So, yeah.
Or even if you
But-
did a never-ending green square blanket, that wouldn't take as long.
But there are, as far as blanket dimensions, there are tons and tons and tons of sizing
God.
charts available online.
Mm-hmm.
Google is your friend.
Yes.
You wait, I can show you something.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Please ignore all the mystery bags. You're not seeing them.
I don't see anything.
Good morning, Alan. Welcome in. For those just coming in, thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please do so.
Reggie,
panel
Rita
party
says her
today.
boyfriend loves
And
your
Granny
accent.
said, trolls need virtual pepper spray and a crochet straight jacket. I tried to get that one for you, Kim, but I didn't have the
I got it.
chat.
I
Yeah,
got it. It's okay. What do you got there, lady?
It's my basket of lost souls.
No.
Oh, someone likes my accent. Your boyfriend likes my accent. Oh,
Yeah, I was saying that.
that's very nice. Yeah, mystery bags. Lazy, the mystery bags are back on Etsy. And there's like 3 of them left. Someone bought 5. One
Was
person.
it Crystal?
What? No, it wasn't Crystal. Not this time.
Did she buy some from me before?
She bought 2, and she had a really nice unboxing.
Video.
Really
2
nice.
videos. She did 2 videos.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, I'm
So,
gonna have some yogurt right now.
This
Okay.
is my attempt at temperature blanket that ended up being a bath mat. You remember I told you that, Karen?
I know me, I would never keep up with a temperature blanket.
No way. I mean,
this
neither.
is how it
Exactly,
started.
Granny.
I love that.
Really?
That's
Wow.
cool.
And
Love
you
the
can see
colors,
that you can see that it started in January because it's cold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then yeah, that about here is where I said, okay, this I can really not keep up with with doing 1 row a day for a year. I got bored of it very, very quickly.
Oh, that was 1 row every day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So each
that's what
day,
it was.
each
I can't
row,
imagine anyone
way.
actually doing that. I mean, the only way I could possibly do that would be, after the
Me.
fact.
yeah. That was it ended up being a doormat, a temperature doormat.
Well,
I could not.
there's
works.
alternative projects you could do. You could do like a micro granny square each day. You could do a scarf. You could do a snake and stuff it. I mean, you could do a whole bunch of different stuff. You could do a wall.
Oh yeah,
hanging.
you can definitely do a
Yeah.
whole bunch of different
Doesn't
things.
have to be a blanket.
Andrea's granddaughter Avery is here.
Oh,
And she
hello.
is so cute.
No.
Hi. Wait, I have a guest. I'm gonna mute
Hey,
myself.
Avery.
Yeah,
Hello,
Denise
hello.
was saying how quiet I was, and I am a huge talker, as everybody knows, but I'm not a big interrupter. So
And
Kinda hard for
I blame it on my adult ADD. If it's in my head, it comes out often wrong.
Hi, Jess. Good morning. So Amber, what are you doing this year?
I have a great many things that I'm doing this year. I have a lot of 2022 goals, which I'll probably get to about a 10th of those goals. But they're huge on the first day of January. So I went on Amazon and bought these little booklets here so I could do my whips in every one of them. I've only bought 20, so 15 are already gone already. But yeah, and I was just getting ready to start a new whip, so this would be 16. I can't help it. I just love yarn so much. And I love projects, and I'm like one of those starter people. And then like I get into it like really, really a lot. And then I kind of wane a little bit. It takes a while to finish. Like when I show my finished projects, it's like 16 of them because I finish them all at the same time. Because I just can't.
And do you feel a pressure to finish them?
Yes, I do. Absolutely. I am like a super overachiever. So I have to have like 15 things going on. And I blame it on you people. Because you guys are starting new stitches and you talk about new stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to do that now.
Oh, look. Oh my goodness.
Hi, sweetie pie.
Hi, Smiley.
Sag mal hallo.
Hello.
Petra, awesome.
Hello.
Oh, such a cutie.
I'm sure this kid.
He loves watching himself on
All kids do.
Yeah, naturally.
That's awesome.
So then they make faces in the camera and all that good stuff.
No, it's fun to watch kids watch themselves.
I'm sorry, Amber. I interrupted you. I saw a cute kid.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. I saw a baby too. I am huge with babies. I didn't have my first children until I was like in my 40s. I'm 53 now with a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old. So up until that point, I snagged every baby I could see. I just love kids.
That's awesome.
My channel is called Fostering Crochet because I was a foster parent for so many years.
Yeah.
I have such a thing for newborns. I don't know when, there's tons of people that put up videos of newborns and, the comments are usually cut off and all that. But I mean, very fresh babies, births, breastfeeding, first diaper, and I'm eating it up. I just love fresh baby.
Oh,
Well, expect some from me
I'm
because I have a grandson being born in January. So I'm going to have a
If
whole
I
bunch
could
of
have
videos.
a job,
So-
and when I was teaching, I thought if I could when I retire, I'd love to volunteer. I'm sure they don't have this job, and that was before the C word. But I said, I'd love to be the granny sitting in a rocking chair. Just hand me those babies. Let me sit and rock.
Nancy is here. Hey, Nancy. So, Granny, your statement sort of begs the question: if you love fresh babies, is there such a thing as stale babies?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Once they're up and moving around, I'm done.
They get stale.
I don't have energy for that. No, I love them all, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. The ones who are
Elkin, you posted the
immobile.
stream again. The more the merrier. Come on in. Right?
yeah.
And smash that thumb.
I had my first kiddo when I was 34, so I wasn't super young.
I had my last one I just had two, but Hannah was born when I was 32 and Lindsay was born when I was 23.
Oh, my eldest is Lindsay.
I have a
Wendy has a
Lindsay and a
question.
Hannah.
Is your son fluent in many languages?
3. They speak 3, both of them.
Wow.
German, English, and
Hebrew.
what?
Hebrew.
Okay. Yeah.
Hebrew.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is great.
Yeah,
Well,
it was,
the old joke. What do you call someone who speaks 2 languages? Bilingual, 3 languages, trilingual, more than that, polyglot, only 1 language, American.
That's the truth.
Deneen bought a planner for her yarn room, and her plan is to write down each completed item. That's her only resolution, and it's an easy one.
Wow.
I don't know how
I
easy
don't
it's
even
gonna
know
be.
I
whether
will
I
be-
could achieve that goal.
I would not be able to do that.
I don't know
I
how
can't
easy.
keep track of
I could
stuff.
do it easily because there aren't that many.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Debbie
Oh,
says, I love Crojo's planner. I just received mine for 2022. The YouTube
Oh,
one
nice.
or the crochet one, Debbie?
That was such a great idea. She had to do all those, but I'm such a fly by. I'm like Ginger. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants. And I had one for the YouTube content creator, and I looked at it. It was great, but I thought I'll never use this, so I gave it away. And I did a
Marianne,
giveaway.
that's awesome.
I picked up a planner at Walmart for like $1.88. So the price was right, and it was very colorful. And but I've just been so inconsistent with using it. When I do use it, it's very good because I want to plan out what I'm going to do, especially with the recorded videos. I want to get them recorded, uploaded, scheduled, and then I want to plan the live streams if there's going to be a topic or anything, or if there's going to be a guest, that sort of thing.
Yeah, her
And then I
planner
want
was.
to write down what have I done today.
Yeah,
I
Laura's planner
cannot
was
stick
great
with
for the
it more than
content
a couple
creator.
of days at a time. And I keep coming back to it and trying, and then I still can't stick to it more than a couple of days at a time.
Yeah,
I
It's
don't.
okay.
I mean, I appreciate planners, but like I have my notebook. Like I just write stuff in. Like I don't feel the need for something that's like specifically designed
right.
to
Just
be a planner.
do your own thing in a notebook. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
and
my
it's
notebook for design ideas. And then I have another notebook that I call the Book of Crow, where I take notes when I watch other people's tutorials. But yeah, other than that, I think those are more useful than the planner I was talking about.
I'm a big list
Fine.
person. I
Wow.
write everything
Oh
down
my
and
God,
plan it
Megan,
out
you're
and
so
stuff.
funny.
The wind's really getting up here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a good goal, Jess. My goal is to take a picture of each finished project this year.
I've had
I
quite a
think-
few that I didn't. I just
I think I'm
Lacey,
going
that's
to...
You're going to start a
What's your
YouTube
channel
Oh.
called, Lacey?
Excellent.
Yes, Lacey was telling me that also the other day, and I told her I'm very much looking forward to seeing
Me
what she has for us.
That's awesome.
I think
She
that
got
one
the
of my
crochet.
goals is going to be improve the quality of the photographs that I take, because I don't call myself a good photographer by any stretch of the imagination, but I think I do good stuff.
Reggie,
And
oh.
I want it to be photographed. I'm
Sorry,
sorry.
Reggie, did you see Debbie's question?
No, I am finding it hard to. I'm not used to StreamYard. You guys know I'm
It's,
probably the
it's
only
this-
person on YouTube that use a different streaming program.
She asked, is Yarniversity going to be back on tomorrow or next week?
Oh yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m.
Yay.
What's
or
your
I don't know
topic
what time it is your
tomorrow?
time.
Are you doing subscription boxes? Something about
Yes.
subscription boxes?
We're gonna talk
Okay,
about
question is
how to choose a subscription box, because that was my very first
Yes.
Yarniversity topic when I started.
Yep. I remember
And,
you were going through, and then all of a sudden you were like, "Oh my goodness, how much time has passed? I'm gonna have to break this
Yeah.
into 2 things." I was like,
The
"Oh, this
problem
is gonna be
was
great."
it was the very first
Mhm.
Yarniversity. I was like, no, I was not as organized as I am now.
It's okay.
And so there was a lot of information, and like I didn't know back then how to organize my time correctly, and then it became like a series of 2 very, very long videos, and people still ask me very, very often about it.
Of
And
course you can. Come on.
because I
Lacey, that's awesome.
I feel that it's like information that is needed. And maybe people don't have the time to sit and watch 5 hours of me showing all the different boxes. So I managed to like squeeze the whole layout to like my regular 1.5 to 2 hours topic with the addition of the half an hour chit chat in the beginning.
Be careful with it.
It's okay. Those are really.
And of course, I'm gonna talk about my new yarn club too. But you know, you're gonna have to come to listen if you want to hear about that.
Oh, Wendy thinks it would be great if your brother taught a photography class on your
Yes, we were actually talking about it when he was here. We are definitely going to do a yarn university together. Where
cool.
David just wants to see more of your brother, I'm sure.
I haven't seen him yet, but if he's cute, I don't mind. But,
he looks like me. It's like the male version of me.
Yeah, I'm like, wow, siblings.
Then I'm sure he's perfectly gorgeous.
He's a very, very good photography teacher. So we were talking. Well, he's a photography teacher. That's his job. It's not like this. He's and
that's awesome, Crafty.
Mommy, I don't know how.
What is Alice saying? I just uploaded my. Ooh, Alice, I gotta go look at that.
Excellent. That is a great accomplishment.
I'm gonna go look at that, Alice.
One it's always the hardest. Doing the first one.
Right.
But
how do it.
I was going to mention several people are talking about blogs in the chat. So I think people who talk about blogs or who have blogs should mention them. I only say that because I have one.
Well,
actually, I have 3.
3? Oh boy. Well,
I do. One, the first one was about opera. And then I have one that was about like general topics, and now I have one that's about crochet.
Yeah.
Hi, Vicky.
I'm gonna be launching my website in the next couple of weeks, so I'm gonna be start blogging, and I'm also gonna be launching a Patreon. So I got a couple of big 2022 goals coming up here. Although I've had my goals since last year.
Hey, Sandy.
Mom, do you have to go over
Yeah, Lacey and Alice, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing your channels. And
yeah,
I can say, I mean, writing a blog is one of the things that I find the hardest at the moment. Like I write down all the yarn, like all the yarn universities are written blogs as well. But I think that's like the hardest part of preparing yarn universities to write it down into a blog post.
I love writing, so
I love writing too.
I don't think that's going to be true for me. I think it's just going to be time management.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, there's that. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, Kim, do you know whether Melanie's going to be on at 11?
What time is it?
It's 10:40 something here.
Okay.
42.
I think so. I'm not sure though. But that's okay. I'm going to end at 11 anyways. So that's fine.
Yeah, and actually, if she's going to be on at 11, I'm probably going to step down right now in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
But
thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, and thank you so much for having me. It's been a great fun. So bye everybody. I hope I'll see you all soon.
Hi, David.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, just those 4.
Amber, are you subscribed to Reggie and Granny D?
Yes.
Thanks.
Of course I am.
Amber is going to be on Affordably Geeky in a couple weeks. I was watching her videos and I was just so floored by her personality, and also don't know why she doesn't have more subscribers. Like,
Amber,
so
what is
funny.
your channel? What's your channel?
Listen, I can talk every day of the week about nothing, and so I thought why don't I just record it and then maybe somebody will watch it and maybe they won't? But for me, it was nobody's talking crochet with me. I got to talk to somebody, even if it's to myself. So that's what I did. And I started in Florida and then I stopped because I moved here to Iowa, which, by the way, I'm freezing to death. Every day, I'm freezing to death.
You know, I'm cold, but it's because I have my AC on. I'm going to have to go turn it.
Wow.
It's warm
So I'm
here.
not talking to you anymore, ever. No, I miss it. I miss the South because, you know, right now in Florida, it's like 80 degrees. And today, I'm going to have about 5 to 7 inches of snow. Oh. My kids are so happy. I'm dying a little bit inside, but, you know, whatever.
Oh, I get it. I totally get it.
Oh, Margaret, thank you so much. Jess, thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to talk to you and read the comments at the same time.
I literally just realized that the reason I wasn't keeping up with the chat was because I was trying to watch it I need to watch it through StreamYard, and then I see it when it actually is. Like,
yeah, but however, if you open the chat as not the host, you can't see anybody who's on there. It's a black screen.
Yeah, but but I can see the chat comments, like what people are writing. I was gonna say, someone should probably put her link. Do you have mods here?
Do we have what?
Me. I haven't been very good.
Watch out for the eyes. I will, Lacey.
Oh, sorry, I'm muted. Dee, can you put up Amber's link?
What is her? I'll ask. What's her channel name?
Fostering Crochet by Amber Allen.
Say that again.
Simple. Fostering Crochet by Amber Allen.
Okay.
I'll write it down now.
Because I'm never so much more in love with my name that I have to have it in everything I do.
That's okay.
It's simple, it's easy, and there's about 500 million of us Amber Allens in the world. So, yeah.
Yeah, so the reason that I watched your first video was because the first video I watched was because you put hashtag yarn sniffer in your type. And I was like, I'm going to like that.
Hashtag what?
You put hashtag yarn sniffer in your video.
That's a good hashtag.
I think I'm going to like that.
That's a really good hashtag.
Yeah, so if you've seen any of my videos, you know I have an obsession with yarn snipping. It's like glue. I don't know what it is. It's like snipping. It's not, I don't know. I just have a problem. I admit it. I'm here.
We love you, Amber.
Thank you. Thank you for posting that. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rita.
Actually, I wasn't the only one. Bev was, and she beat me. So
I as a mod.
I forgot about Bev.
That's okay.
Sorry, Bev, and thanks.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I was getting there. I was just slow. I was typing it. Kim, I'm gonna go ahead and hop down. I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Love ya. Love you, Reggie.
Bye-bye.
Good to meet you, Amber.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
You too. Happy New Year.
You too. Bye.
Thanks. Happy New Year.
Thank you, Laura.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming up on the panel today. It's been so much fun. I haven't done a panel before, so this is interesting.
Thank you for letting us join.
This is my very first live ever, so thank you. I appreciate it.
I missed the beginning, so you probably have said that, but what happened to Ginger today?
So she has all of her kids home, which never happens, including her daughter from Los Angeles.
Oh, nice.
So she's having family time, and I'm just like,
that's nice.
Good for you. Like, honestly, take family time if you need to. We'll figure it out.
Right.
So we'll be back together on Wednesday, and then back to our regular scheduled stuff after that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thanks, guys, for subbing to Amber. So Amber is going to be the featured maker on Affordably Geeky in 2 Saturdays. So that will be fun. We'll have a hoot.
I'll try to talk more.
It's fine. But what time is it? What time is it? Somebody, I don't have my. I can't see the time.
In Iowa, it is 9:48. Thank you,
Okay,
Patty.
It's 10 minutes to 5.
Yeah, we're not on the same time.
Doesn't help you. It doesn't help you at all, right?
I just needed the 10 minutes of. I don't,
But
Thank you,
that
Jess.
in 10 minutes I can open my beer.
That's awesome. Hey, what was your favorite thing, Reggie, you did with your brother's family while he was there?
It was really nice that they, like, of course, it was really nice that they came, but it was like terrible timing. The day they landed, they announced lockdown here. So,
oh, wow.
Everything was closed. There was like nowhere to go or no like activities to do really. But we spent a lot of time together at home, and of course I played dress up with my niece and dressed her in all the different things that I made her.
Oh my goodness. Instagram for days.
Photos. Yes. I put her. I think like in 3 days I put pictures of her on Instagram like 10 times.
Aww.
And
that's awesome.
Then we went for a walk one day in a park, and other than that we were just home, like just spending time together.
I mean, I guess the good thing is you got lots of quality time.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. That was the important part. I mean, it was just fun to see them and meet my niece and not just see her on video. It was very nice. Rita, I'm in Germany. That's why we are on the same timeline. If you're in Sweden, then that's probably why.
Where in Germany are you from, or where are you living?
I live in Germany, right on the Dutch border. So
the Dutch border? Okay.
Yeah. So it's like I live in West Germany, and right on the border to the Netherlands, and it's like the end of my street is already in the Netherlands.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm an Air Force brat.
Really?
So I have been traveled around when I was younger and lived in Germany for a very, very long time.
Where did you live?
I in the Eifel area. So I lived in Spangdahlem on a base, Bitburg on a base. Yeah, I lived in, and so I've been to Holland. Luxembourg is one of my favorite places to go.
So, if you are like Air Force, like family, then you probably know we have 3 big bases around where I live. The one is Geilenkirchen, that's right like here. Like we see the planes landing every day, and Brunssum in Holland, and the third one. Oh, I don't remember the name of the third one, but they're like 3 really big bases that are right around where we live, and we go to the base on 4th of July. Because they have like a big celebration. Yeah. So it's it's a big, like, there's a lot of American community around where I live. We have like a lot of English speakers at the school, and there's an international school too, and it's like really nice.
That's cool.
Right on the Dutch border.
That's cool, Bobby. I love Germany, and I haven't been there in a really long time. I moved there when I was 8. I left when I was 25 with my husband because I married a military man as well. And so, and I do not speak the language. I apologize. And the reason why is they speak English. A lot of people spoke English at my time. And so, and they would always tell me, no, I want to speak English to you. And I'm like, but I can't learn if you don't. And so, it was just easier for me not to learn the language. Of course, I can cuss like a sailor in any language. But the awesome thing about Germany, I don't think people understood when I first moved there, because I moved there in the 70s, 80s, and left in the 90s. They are the friendliest group of people you will ever meet. They are hospitable. They the cleanest. The countryside reminds me so much of Iowa, with the rolling hills, and it's an amazing place just to be. And I really do miss it. I miss everything about it. The people, the children, because in America, when you take your children to a restaurant, they're expected to behave and sit in their corner. But when I was in Germany, they were allowed to walk around, to talk to other people, and it was so much fun to interact with children that weren't your own. They were still very well behaved.
But that is something that's very, very typical to the Eifel area. Like the people in this region are very, very friendly, because before we moved here, we lived in Munich, and Munich, Bavaria in general, is like schickimicki society, high society. We don't know you. Don't like. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, it was definitely not like that in the Eifel area. I had nothing but great experiences there.
Yes, no, the Eifel area is like it's very close to, so we live right on, like I said, on the Dutch border. So we are like the Eifel, or the area that's the region that's called Eifel, is like 20 minutes drive from where we live. So it's a very, very friendly, like countryside, small towns, small picturesque towns. And people there are very, very friendly. That is correct. And they like outsiders. They're not like Bavarians who will look at you like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? We don't like you. Like,
oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's just like any country or anything. You have really, different parts of the country are different. So yeah.
Yes, that's
true.
In America. That's true.
Amber, so you were in Germany when the wall came down, right?
I was sitting at a bar when the wall was coming down. Yes.
Wow.
It was right before I got married in '89. So we were watching, and then like right after that, we saw David Hasselhoff go right on the wall and start singing. It was
Happy New Year.
And I gotta tell you, the hardest part, I think, was the merge of West and East Germany. I saw how people reacted to each other.
They still do.
Do they? Yeah.
Yes.
It was interesting. I had no, there was nothing I just watched from as a spectator, because it didn't affect me at all. Yeah, because Germany's awesome. I mean, it is. It's just awesome. I love Germany.
Claudia, where are you from in Germany? Where do you live now in Germany?
That's cool.
The slow cooker. I'm trying to go back to see all the
I'm trying to read the comments now.
Yeah, I don't have any German ancestry at all. I actually, my mother is a Frau Riquez, so we have Mexican in our family, although I'm probably the whitest one you'll ever see. But yeah, so, and my kids are half Mexican, and it's so, but I really like that I was able, and I sent one of my kids to Spain, because we were stationed in Spain as well. And so I just sent, because I know. So I'm going to say something that's very probably controversial. Being an American and being isolated from the rest of the world, I think that you lose a lot. You think everybody loves their country. Every single person loves their country. So when you go to Spain, those people love their country. When you go to Germany, those people love their country. So you don't get that when you're completely in America all the time. That everybody loves their country, and you're like, I'm the best. I'm like, they think they're the best too, honey. Oh my gosh.
So Claudia says she's from Fulda. That is in the center. It's Hessen, I think. Right? Claudia, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's like it's central Germany.
Germany. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I was half German, but my daughter's DNA showed none. That happens. That happens.
Oh, Bev. That's so funny.
The lower part. You're more towards the upper part of Iowa. I am right next to Illinois. That's where I am.
See, so for example, USA geography, that's not something I can do.
Oh my God. I mean, that's really funny you should say that, because I would go to Germany, like, where are you from? I'm like, well, my family's from Iowa. And they're like, where's that?
Yeah, that's exactly.
I know where Texas is.
As soon as I say I'm from Rhode Island, they're like, "Oh, you live on Long Island?" No,
No.
every time. I think it might be my accent too. I have a pretty strong accent. So when I get to like coffee and stuff like that, they're like, "New York accent." Like, not a New York accent.
No. That is so funny. Yeah, and so when I moved here, I moved to the South when I was 25 years old, and I'm 53 now. So people are like, "Oh my God, you're Southern." I'm like, "Well, not technically." Laura,
awesome.
I am in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and I'm not moving. I'm staying. I'm here forever. I'm done moving. Done.
Is it o'clock yet? What time is it?
You got a minute to go, so I guess we're gonna say our goodbye.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up so that we can all go over and raid Mel Hook to the left. I think she's on today.
Mm-hmm.
If she's not, sorry guys. See you on the streets. You know. So Reggie, you'll be on live tomorrow, right? What time?
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. German time.
So your regular
I think it's
time.
noon Eastern. Yeah.
Okay.
Someone has been saying, I think Dee told me that it's noon Eastern, so I should probably mention that from time to time. Yep. But I'm really bad with doing I know that Jerusalem is 1 hour ahead because I talked to my parents, but other than that, my time conversion abilities are not good. But I'll be Yarn University. We'll be back tomorrow, and I'll be introducing my new yarn club and talk about how to choose a yarn club that fits you.
Thank you, Lacey.
Reggie, do you still have spots available, or is it sold out?
5 are still available. All the rest are all sold. It's sold out. It didn't sell out because 5 are still available, but it's sold.
Yes, Mary, I know where Rockwell is.
Quite quickly.
So had a lot of family work at Rockwell
to get that, right?
Yeah, it's on my Etsy shop, and all the discounts that are all my viewers discount, members discount, or whatever apply to the club as well. So if anyone who's interested in that, you can go and check it out. Cool. It's actually based off of another YouTuber's make along. If you guys heard Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet,
yes,
she's doing the Wacky Make-A-Do for this year, which is based on different wacky holidays.
Oh, that's awesome.
So the Yarn Club is also based on wacky holidays, and each month will be based on a different wacky holiday from that month.
Cool.
So the first listing for January is already up, and it's Fruitcake Toss Day.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
Everybody's waiting for your mystery boxes in the comments. It's all about your mystery boxes.
Ambi, I'm not sure. I'm not sure Mel's gonna be on. That's okay. I still have to leave at 11. I have things to do here.
Lives to live, and
I know.
Kids
so next
too.
week on our live on Saturday, Ginger and I. Can you zip it for a second, please? The kids got a Brio Labyrinth for Christmas, and it's been the hit of the season. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the one that you the 2 knobs and you move it. Super fun. But so next week we'll be talking about our Yarny goals for next year and how we did on our goals for last year. So if you guys want to, think about that. That's what we're doing next Saturday. And Wednesday we'll be back on Ginger's channel. Excuse me. I know. It's hard.
Aww.
It's so familiar, though.
I know. You're feeling it, Reggie.
I'm watching. Normally, I'm not on here. I'm normally sitting in my living room watching you, and I have 2 kids on me while I'm watching us.
It's okay. Yeah. So that's going on, and I've been posted 2 yarn review videos that were pretty interesting from Dollar Tree, so you have to check that out.
I really like that.
God.
I watched them. They were really good.
Super interesting books coming that I cannot wait to share with you guys.
Ooh, I love books.
Crochet, knitting related, but not pattern books that look amazing.
Ooh.
And did anybody see
Mary?
review of this bad boy here?
What is that?
The Yarn Tarot?
Yes! I saw it. I watched it. I watched it. I didn't comment yet, but I so need that.
It's so amazing.
I so need that.
So amazing. Oh my God, I was like perfection. I was honestly in the video, I was like, I was trying to tone down my excitement because I was afraid, like, I don't know.
I was like, I was watching the video, I was like, I need this.
Right.
It's like, but it's, it's one of those things that you're like, oh my God, I so need this, but like I need it in order to say that I have it. Like I will probably like look at all the cards and be like, oh, this is cool, but I will actually never like use it. Maybe I'll like make a wall out of them or something.
Oh yeah, well I was thinking about, I have a frame that has just, it's like galvanized and then it's got a little clothespin on it. And maybe like every week I put a different card up, like
oh, that's cool. Yeah,
That would be
you
cool.
know, like,
thank you, Jess.
Oh
yeah,
thanks,
it's
guys.
I was like, it was totally enabling video.
That's what I do.
That's
Sorry.
fellow enabler.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Tarot University.
I don't know if
Tarot Yarniversity. How to do yarn tarot.
That is, yeah, that would be cool.
Awesome, Terry. Wait, aren't the yarn hookers on this week or no? Maybe they're off. I don't know.
I think I saw a scheduled live for tomorrow for them.
No, they're tonight. Oh, well, that's tomorrow for you, tonight for us.
Ah, okay.
It's hard for me to keep track of who's on what day, especially on
it's
night
always yeah.
I'm like, wait, what day is it there? Is it New Year's or not New Year's? I'm so confused. Yeah.
When Granny D was on last night, it was midnight here.
Oh,
so
okay.
I came in and I say Happy New Year. It was actually midnight.
Oh, that's cool. They're scheduled for 1/8. Okay, so no yarn hookers today. That's cool.
Oh, okay. I thought they were scheduled for like, I thought it was, maybe I didn't look at the date.
1/8.
But tomorrow for both of us, I think Sunday night for you guys, early in the morning on Monday for me. Rose is having her auction, her release auction.
Oh yeah.
Is she doing it? What time central? Is it 7 or 8 o'clock? I can't remember.
It's 7 p.m. Central Time.
All right.
So it's like the middle of the night. I will probably not watch it live. I will probably go and see who got what on the replay. But
yeah,
for you guys who
I'm
who
definitely
can
gonna
make
go
it.
check that out. It's for a great cause, and also it'd probably be a really fun group, in the chat.
Well, Kim, I want to say thank you very much. This was my very first live.
Yes,
so I thought it was pretty cool. It took me a while to get warmed up.
Amber, did you write down that date? You're all set, right?
Whatever the third Saturday is in January.
Yes.
I can do the math.
Can't wait to hang out some more.
Alrighty, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay. Have a creative day.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Yep. I'm gonna hop off too because or would it be rude if I hop off, or should I wait until you close the live? I don't
it's
want
okay, Reggie. Do whatever.
as the rude person that
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, so I'm also gonna go.
Okay, Reggie. Awesome hanging out with you.
Awesome being here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, folks, that was a pretty fun live. It was nice to do a panel for a change. I may do that again in the future. But yeah, thanks so much. I hope everybody has a creative, prosperous, and of most important, healthy new year in 2022. And start thinking about what yarny goals you have for 2022. And also, what was your biggest achievement craft-wise in 2021? I'd love to hear about it or see your posts on my Facebook group. And also go follow me on Instagram. I have fun over there too, although I'm not an Instagram pro like Jim. I do my best. So yeah, I'm going to sign off and everybody have a super creative day. Bye, everyone. Thanks for hanging out.